State Champs Sports Network is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Visit ltu.edu today. State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza, home of the original flavored crust pizza. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to reactiontechnologies.com for more information. The Construction Association of Michigan, the voice of the construction industry in Michigan. Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. The Salvation Army, Register to Ring campaign. Support the annual Red Cattle campaign. Go to registertoring.com today. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
And welcome to Swinehart Field on the campus of Utica Eisenhower, where tonight we've got a dandy for you and quite the collaboration as well. We'll get to that in just a moment, but Utica Eisenhower playing host to Macomb, Dakota. Along with my broadcast partner, Grant Perry, my name is Sean Belegian, and here's the collaboration part, folks. Of course, you're going to see us on the State Champs Network and our friends at Local 4+, but we're also coming to you on Shelby TV. Thanks to our friends at Shelby TV for this collaboration, and it is going to be a pleasure to work with Chris tonight. Chris?
Sean, it is an honor to work with you. Grant, cannot wait. It is a beautiful night for football here at Swinehart Field. It's Friday night. Lights are coming out. Cannot wait.
There's nothing like Friday night lights in this state, and on that cue, let's get right to it, Grant. We got a dandy tonight. Let's start with Macomb, Dakota. So many weapons. They've got an Anvil guy. They've got an explosive offense. A lot to like about this team.
A lot to like. I mean, they're undefeated for a reason. It starts up front. It starts with Justin Bell, the right tackle committed to Michigan State. He's the tone setter, 6'8", 295 pounds. He moves people against their will. And then you look at the quarterback position. It's a two-platoon system. Jaden Ford is going to lead the reins when they're throwing the ball, trying to attack vertically downfield. And then they're going to pass the reins to Brady Hamby when they want some big body running back at the quarterback position.
Yeah, this should be fun. It's going to be tough to stop this offense. And, of course, the fourth member of our broadcast crew, let's welcome her in, Patty Cesarini. She had a special conversation before this one started.
Our coach. Offensively for Eisenhower, they've got running back Bryce Hurley. They've also got some receivers who like to go up and get the ball at a really high point. How can you put pressure on their quarterback to slow down that offense?
Well, it's going to take all 11 guys on defense to do that. We have some pretty good players as well on defense. Yeah, the running back is very, very good, and they have a couple really nice receivers. Quarterback's very good as well, extending plays. So it's going to take 11 guys doing our game plan, and I think we have a good plan and a good rush plan, so we should be fine.
Yeah, what was the message in practice defensively throughout this week?
Just contain their speed. You know, they have a ton of speed. Obviously, the running back, one of the fastest kids in the county. Contain him, try to make him run between the tackles if we can, and then obviously don't get beat deep on the long pass and try to just contain them. And hopefully they make a couple mistakes here or there, and we get some, some negative plays on defense as well.
You guys are coming off a huge win against Romeo, 42-7. How can you carry that momentum over from last week into tonight?
Just do the same things we've been doing. We've been preparing the same way, the same theme in practice. Do what we do. Just be us. We don't need to do anything special. Just do what we've been doing. We'll be fine.
All right. Thanks for the time, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Patty, and thank you, Coach Bauer, for taking the time with us pregame. Now, on the flip side, let's talk about Eisenhower. They are led by a Mr. Michigan football candidate in Bryce Hurley.
Yeah, Bryce Hurley, electric player. Played receiver last year for this Eisenhower team. Moved over to the running back position, and that works fantastic with what they want to do. They're a spread team. They're going to go 2-by-2 and 3-by-1. And what does that help Bryce Hurley do? Helps him get him in space. Helps limit the box. Not all the linebackers crowded around the line of scrimmage. Allows him to really get active. Last year, Kamari Charles, starting running back for Utica, had 2 touchdowns versus the Dakota team through the air. Look for Bryce Hurley to be an effective player in the pass game as well today.
Now our fifth member of our broadcast team, Giovanni Mosheri, had a chance to talk with Eisenhower head coach Chris Smith just a moment ago.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with head coach of the Eisenhower Eagles, Chris Smith. And, Coach, the stakes speak for themselves. This is for the MAC Red Championship. How do you keep everybody calm, cool, and collected and focus on the assignment tonight?
Well, this is really the game these kids have been dreaming about all their lives, so it's not really hard to keep them focused, and they were focused all week, right from the start of Sunday's meetings all the way through the week. So it's championship week. These kids are living their dream right now, and excited to be here.
And tonight is senior night. Talk to me about the seniors and what they've meant to this program. You have about 23 seniors on the roster, so plenty to talk about. But just talk to me about what this night means for them and for the school.
Well, you know, it's always special for the seniors, especially on their last home game, because, you know, for most of them, they won't go on to play anymore, and these will be memories they'll be able to share with their friends, you know, years from now. So it's a real special night for these seniors. It's a place that they call home, and it's the last time they get to play on this field.
And now for the play on the field tonight, you can't get much of a tougher opponent than Macomb, Dakota. How do you guys make sure you come out here with a win tonight, and what are the keys to the game?
Yeah, I think all the kids know how good Dakota is and how good an opponent Dakota is. So the kids are focused. I think the key is to stay focused with these guys, you know, change the game plan as we move along as needed, and just go from there. I think these kids are ready to play.
Thank you very much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Well, thank you very much. I'll tell you what, we got a dandy here. Don't you go anywhere. I'm going to try to keep track of all the places we are tonight. Shelby TV, Local 4 Plus, State Champs Network, kickoff coming up next. Dakota and Ike right here. State Champs Network, Local 4 Plus, and Shelby TV.
It's missing a piece.
Is that missing a piece? Is someone eating that stuff here? You can make me another pizza?
Why is there only 7 places? It's a horrible statistic. Troubling. It should be 0.
Hungry Howie's Pizza's making me cry.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Senebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Let's talk about getting you the money you deserve after an accident. There's a lot at stake when you've been injured, and choosing the wrong team for your case could be devastating to your recovery. But you don't have to play this game alone. That's why you should call SAM. They've been fighting and winning for families like yours forever, and they've recovered billions of dollars for injured clients. When you're hurt, there's too much on the line. Get the Bernstein advantage and get what you deserve. Call SAM.
Gardner White saves you more thanks to our biggest discount ever. An inflation-busting 31.3% off our already low prices. All living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, now 31.3% off. Reclining furniture, that's right, an extra 31.3% off. Plus, no interest with payments as low as $9 a month with free same-day delivery. You'll overpay if you go anywhere else. Shop today and save more at Gardner White.
State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.
And welcome into Swinehart Field, where tonight we have a dandy for you. A beautiful venue here just across the street from Utica High School. We've got Ike taking on Dakota here on the State Champs Network, and of course our friends at Local 4 Plus and Shelby TV. Grant Perry here as always. It is a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to have Chris right here as well. And Chris, you're very familiar with football out here. This is my first time out to this stadium. What a beautiful setup, like basically in the middle of a neighborhood.
This is one of the best atmospheres that you're going to see in Michigan high school football. It is a packed house. It's a great community event. Cannot wait.
Deep kickoff, that is going to bounce out of the end zone. And we will take a look at this Ike offense right away. What a great crowd here tonight. Grant, you and I have talked about this. We have been so blessed this year with great weather. Another beautiful night here in Southeast Michigan.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for better weather tonight. A little chill in the air, but not too cold. Just right enough for football. You can tell that playoff season, playoff temperatures coming around the corner, and both these teams are fighting for that playoff picture.
Bullock starts at the quarterback. He's got two receivers split near side, two far side. Shotgun formation on this 1st and 10, just underway here at Ike. Back to passes, Bullock looks one way, looks near side, fires, caught. Got the foot in at about the 34-yard line. Great reception there to get things started.
Hey, you want to talk about making a big play to get the crowd into it? Keaton Duda does just that. The big junior, 6'2", 210 pounds, says, you know what, I got that ball. Go ahead and throw it up. Makes a great catch on the sideline, getting this offense rolling here.
And the crowd making some noise. Take a look at this replay. Boy, did he go up to get this, huh?
Look at that, he catch the tail end there, but he tapped the toes down, high pointed at his highest point. It was really textbook.
Bullock shotgun formation again. Fresh set of downs. They mark it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ike. Just underway here. Looking over that defense. You can see Bullock barking out the signals now. Back on his left hook. Pitch. Gets outside, gets to the edge, makes one man miss over the 35, up to about the 36-yard line. Give him 2 yards, make it a little something out of nothing out there, trying to stretch it south to north.
Yeah, really good job right there. Demario Malone comes off the edge, adding pressure. They go speed option to his side. And Jack Bullock has no option, but then to pitch it to Bryce Hurley there. Bryce Hurley tries to get the corner there, but gets tackled for a short gain. Something to keep in mind there, can they get Bryce Hurley on the edge and in space? And if they do, it's a good night because that boy can fly. He's got the track speed that you want in a player.
2nd and 8 now for Ike, just underway, not even a minute into this one. Bullock is going to stay in that shotgun formation. He's got Hurley this time on the left hip. Back to pass, looking, firing, over the middle, caught. At about the 46-yard line, another high-point reception by Ike, and that's good enough for a first down up to the 47.
I mean, you got your pick of receivers that stand over 6'2". You want to throw it to Keaton Duda? Go ahead. Then you want to throw it to Connor Temple. Why not? 6'3", 195-pound commit to Grand Valley. This guy just went up and caught that thing over the middle, got hit with contact, came down with the football. That's what you want to see out of your receivers right there.
Chris, you got to like what you see out of this offense so far.
Listen, we talk a lot about Bryce Hurley, and for good reason, but there are so many offensive weapons on this team. It is phenomenal how they spread the ball around.
Bullock in the shotgun again. 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. Going to keep it on the ground. Trying the near side. No, sir. Good job. Dakota smelled that out. That should be a minimal gain. We'll give him 1 yard because we're nice, setting up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, great job there by Tyler Torrey, working through the line of scrimmage. Sees it's going to be a run to the left side there. Does a good job of getting through the line of scrimmage. You'll see number 90 just break through right there. And when you got a guy like Bryce Hurley, you got to wrap up. He's there met by number 1, Elijah Goings. They go on an attack right there and bring the speedster down for a short gain.
Well, that's a big lick there from Elijah Goings. Good point. 2nd and 9. Couple of first downs already from this quarterback. Wearing the number 16, the senior Jack Bullock. He stays in the shotgun. 2 receivers split near side. 1 far side slot. Hurley on his left hip. Looking over that defense. Dakota shows blitz. Let's see if they bring it. They're going to bring it. They rush 5. Bullock steps up, looks downfield, got a man out there, misfire. He had his receiver, Connor Temple, breaking open, just couldn't connect with him down around the 15-yard line.
Love the approach right now by Utica Eisenhower. They're trying to stretch the field deep, and they're doing a good job of it. Right there, they were in good coverage. Arnez Sanders, number 3, did a good job of playing on the outside hip of Connor Temple, not allowing him to get the leverage that they wanted for that corner route. Arnez Sanders, a player on this defense to keep an eye out for, senior cornerback, number 3. He's going to have his hands full today with these tall receivers.
Big third down here, 4 receiver set. Hurley stays in on the left hip of Bullock. Bullock back to pass. Pressure comes from the outside. He evades one rush. He runs, he fires, he's got a man out there, caught inside the 25 and a first down to the 21-yard line. How about that escapability, fellas?
Just keeping his eyes downfield, Jack Bullock. A little bit of pressure right there, number 90, as you see. And broken coverage from Dakota has wide open Connor Temple, but he had even Bryce Hurley underneath it. So great options for Jack Bullock. Great big first down.
First down all the way to the 20-yard line. Fresh set of downs. Bullock looks to the near sideline. This time Hurley lines up on the right hip. 1st and 10 for Ike at the Dakota 20. They're going to keep it on the ground. Hurley trying to get outside, trying to get the edge. Can't do it. Great pursuit again, respecting that speed, Grant.
Yeah, good job there by Logan Kreitzer, number 88, playing laterally, not allowing Bryce Hurley there to get the edge. You'll see it here, number 88. It's going to do a good job of playing down the line of scrimmage, not allowing the speed to get around the perimeter. Does a good job of corralling that tackle. And they're running to the boundary there, so not a lot of yards to work with. They're on the left hash here. Let's see if they work to the right side of the field.
2nd and 10. 8:35 to go here, first quarter, no score. First possession of the game, and Ike is threatening at the Dakota 20-yard line. Bullock with a little trickeration. Stop and throw. He's got Bullock open. Touchdown! You saw Jared Goff catch a touchdown. And Jack Bullock says, anything you can do, I can do better. And a big touchdown there for the Eagles.
Well, like you said, Jared Goff, but he's not out here wearing 16. That's Jack Bullock. And when the run game has not worked, Bryce Hurley has been stuffed. A little trickery gets you a touchdown.
Point after, forthcoming. As they await the snap. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. An impressive drive by Ike to open this one. They lead 7-0. Let's see what Dakota can do when they get the ball back. We take a timeout here on the State Champs Network.
And once again, football fans, the Eisenhower football program would like to thank Total Health Systems and
We'll keep it right here.
the official sponsor of
A lot of smiles on the field, a lot of smiles on the near sideline as well. Now it's Dakota's turn to answer, Grant.
Yeah, but before we get into Dakota, got to give credit to Braylon Burnside on that throw. I mean, he's a receiver. He's a slot receiver, right? Everyone throws and plays catch pre-practice, but not everyone gets those live reps when guys are in your face. Braylon Burnside gets that reverse, sets his feet, sees the pressure coming, throws a beautiful ball right over the middle to Bullock, and stuck with it. Way to stick with it. Great throw by Braylon. And, you know, sometimes, like you said, you know, you got to come out with some trickery, catch Dakota off their game, and they did that just there, scoring on their first red zone trip. Really good job by Utica. And, hey, let's see what Dakota brings here out in their first drive.
Now, Chris Wright, you know what the follow-up question to that is. Grant Perry, did you ever throw a pass as a wide receiver?
I did. I had to work for it. I did it at Michigan. It wasn't a good throw, unfortunately. The guy was wide open, threw it underneath. He ended up catching it for about a 10-yard gain. Should have been a touchdown, but it took about 4 years of preparation to get that call.
This kick taken, 25, 30, some space outside, 35, 40, makes cut at the 40. Good return up to the 45-yard line, and that is where this Dakota offense takes over. They don't need a lot of help. This is a pretty prolific offense. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah, this offense, I mean, they got some weapons. You know, you started the quarterback position. You got Jaden Ford, who's coming into his own this year. He's healthy again. Last year, I see the kick return here. Dylan Beidelshe's returning it, does a good job of getting to the perimeter, setting up this Dakota offense for a good starting position on their first drive. But Jaden Ford, number 7, is going to be their quarterback. Watch out for the running back, Brady Hamby. He'll play some quarterback as well. And they got some figures up front on that line that can do some moving.
The senior Ford, shotgun formation, sends a man in motion there to keep the ball on the ground. Handoff over the right side. Look at this. Breaking tackles past the 50. Should be good enough for a first down. Hey, we also want to thank our good friends at Hungry Howie's for all the work they have done fighting breast cancer through their Love, Hope, and Pizza campaign. All October long, with every pizza sold, Hungry Howie's makes a contribution to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. That is good enough for a first down. Nothing fancy there, Chris, just a good hard run.
Well, Eisenhower here has been playing great defense all season long. Last week they lost a barn burner in double overtime, giving up the most points they ever have this season.
Ford with the keeper, fakes the jet. He tries the middle of the line. This time that defense you just talked about, Chris, steps up, Grant, and makes a play. Minimal gain. We'll give them 3.5, setting up a 2nd and 6.5.
Yeah, you'll see the replay right here. Jaden Ford, number 7, is going to take it. And talking with Coach, Coach Bauer this week, head coach for Dakota, he said that, yeah, Jaden Ford, he's going to get in there. He's going to be our thrower. But a lot of guys sleep on his athletic ability and his ability to create plays outside the pocket. That's something to keep in mind tonight. You'll see Brady Hamby line up back there. But Jaden Ford, when he has the ball, he can make you hurt too.
Ford looking over that defense, shotgun formation again, officially is 2nd and 6. Sends a man in motion once again, 2 receivers split far side. Ford gonna hand it off this time, trying the left side, some space out there, make a cut. First down and more inside the 30, finally brought down at the 28-yard line. Dakota cooking now.
They're cooking. Damari Malone right there gets his first touch tonight. I want to see him touch that ball 8 to 10 times, and when that happens, they have success. Committed to Michigan State. He's a linebacker, but boy, can he play anything he wants. Look at the athleticism, getting to the edge, good ball security. Should have that thing on the left arm, but regardless, he's running through tackles. And right now, the theme is Dakota's going to bring that power with Hamby and Malone and Utica. They're going to try to threaten you outside with those vertical, tall receivers.
Ford in the shotgun again. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Ike on top, 7-0. Dakota threatens. Keeper this time, nowhere. Bottled up immediately. Good job jumping in and making himself a nuisance up front. Oido just jumping in and blowing that play up single-handedly, Chris.
Definitely. The way that Eisenhower is going to win this game is at the line of scrimmage, and right there, Odo is able to get past the offensive lineman and able to get a good loss here.
That's going to be a loss of 2, setting up a 2nd and 12. You can see that senior quarterback again, Jaden Ford, looking to the sideline, now looking over that defense. He's got 2 receivers split near side, 1 far side. Single back on the left hip. Going to hand it off again, trying the far side. Not a lot of space out there. Good pursuit. Got back to about the original line of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark that far side. But any way you slice it, Grant, 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long here, and really good pursuit there by Bryce Hurley. Bryce Hurley comes off that edge and just throws his helmet right into the thigh board of Damari Malone, kind of slowing him down there, not allowing him to get any more yards. And this is going to be the question tonight. What team and what can they do in the red zone? Can they succeed? Can they get points? Last year in this game, Dakota didn't score 1 point. So let's see this year, can they flip that switch?
Ford looking over that defense. He's got a receiver split near side, receiver in motion from the far to the near. Rolls near side. Ford looking, firing, completes it. Going to be short of the first down, though. Down to about the 21-yard line, so decision time for Dakota. Let's see what they decide to do here. Oh, they're going to mark this all the way back to the 23, so I think they're going to send the field goal unit out there. Hey, elevate your technique with Reaction Technologies. Their product helps enhance athlete safety in football by improving their techniques. Follow them on all social media, Reaction Tech, to see how they protect athletes. This is going to be about a 40-yard field goal. Austin Aronowski. Landon Mitchelson on the hole. It's down, it's up, and it is no good. And that Ike defense fired up as they bend but don't break. And their offense is going to get the ball back up 7-0 with 4:52 to go here in this first quarter.
A huge victory for head coach Chris Smith and that defense. Dakota seemed to be running on all cylinders there for until they got about to the 30. Able to force them into a field goal attempt. No good, 7-0.
And so the Eagles take over with the ball.
Had a lot of success, did this Ike offense to start this game. Let's see if they can continue that. Bullock caught a touchdown, and that's how we're here. Keeper this time, trying to get outside, makes a cut at the 22, out past the 25, and we talked about this very early in the game. Don't be surprised to see Bryce Hurley line up as the quarterback. It was Hurley on the carry, and he brings that all the way up to about the 27-yard line. Give him a gain of nearly 7.
Yeah, they go power read there with Hurley there. He reads the defensive end, sees that he has the opportunity there to capture the edge. Does a good job of getting around the edge, getting around Damari Malone. Damari Malone's got him in the size category, but when you got that track speed that Bryce Hurley has, you can hit that edge, put one foot in the ground, and get around those big linebackers.
Hurley's going to stay in. He's got 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. Shotgun formation. 2nd and 3 for Ike. Awaits the snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, gets to the edge, takes a big hit at about the 28, pushed out of bounds there. Give him 1, setting up what should be a 3rd and 2, Grant.
Yeah, and then right there, they go counter to the boundary. They bring the right guard, the right tackle to the front side, Claudio Milage and Mike DeZula. They bring their big O-lineman to the point of attack right there, saying, hey, you know what, we'll lead the way for you, Bryce. Just go ahead and follow us. Didn't look like he got a lot, but he got enough to make this a 3rd down and about 1 yard right here.
Man, we're going to call that about 4 feet. No doubt about it, Grant, you're right. That is marked closer to the 29 than the 28. Hurley again in the shotgun. He's going to keep it. He's hit. He lunges forward. He's got enough for a 1st down to the 31-yard line. Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so very much more. Log on to MHSAA.com for more info. Running clock, 3 minutes to go here, 1st quarter. Ike struck first, 16-yard touchdown reception from their quarterback. You heard that correctly. Jack Bullock with a touchdown grab. Bullock checks back in. Fakes the pitch. Going up top, got a man out there. Did he bring that down? They're going to say interception indeed. Oh my goodness. I couldn't tell who came down with that ball, fellas, right about the 42-yard line, but my goodness gracious, I believe that's Dylan Belchis with the interception. Let's see.
That's right. That's number 5. Dylan Beidelshees does a great job of seeing that there's a guy behind him, starting to relates to number 10, Gabe Pettypool, and then realizes, hey, that ball's in the air. I got to go get it. High points it, beats the receiver to the ball, goes ahead and gets a big turnover to avoid them going down 2 scores on this drive.
Boy, I thought that Pettypool had that for a second, but as you mentioned, Beidelshees almost in the air kind of turned his body around and looked like he yanked that away.
Yeah, he earned that one. He ripped it, and it comes down to who wants it more right there. Dylan Beidelshees took that one.
So let's see if they go for some quick change here. You often see it. Man in motion, far side to the near. Just going to swing it out now, drop. That's one that he would like to have back, Chris.
One way that the Eisenhower defense has been beat most of the time this season is on those quick passes out of the backfield on the slant route. It looked like they were, Gabe Pettypool had good contain, just looked upfield too quick.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Aaron came from the far side to the near side and just trying to get that swing pass, couldn't connect. So 2:34 to go here, 1st quarter. Ike on top, 1-0 Dakota, or excuse me, 7-0. Dakota with a 2nd and 10. Man in motion again. Keeper, try in the middle. Great job again, a big wall of blue. We've seen them try that play 3 different times, Grant. The exact same result with that wall of blue stepping up.
Wall of Blue was ready for that one. The D-line right there had a stunt. Everyone stunted to the right. defensive coordinator for Utica there had the right call on, said, you know what, guys, let's all stunt to the right. Looks like that run's going to go that side. It ends up going that side. Jaden Ford doesn't have anywhere to go. They corral to the football there, making this a 3rd down and long, exactly where Dakota does not want to live in.
Hamby checks out. Jaden Ford stays in at quarterback. Big 3rd and 9 here. Ford looking over that defense. 3-man rush, back to pass. All the time in the world. Looks, fires, completes. 1st down and more, down to the 40-yard line. They dropped back in coverage and they paid for it.
Yeah, really good job there. They run a levels concept, meaning they're going to get guys on 3 different levels. Jaden Ford ends up finding that middle level about 10 yards downfield. That's Ryan Petrovich, number 80. He does a great job of catching that ball on the flat line and then getting the 1st down. Really good throw, really good catch. Good to see that here early on for that Dakota offense.
Ford in that shotgun again. He's got a receiver split far side, 2 near side, single back. That's Jeremiah Aaron, started on the right, went to the left, and now going to the right. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. The give is to Aaron. A little space out over the left side up to about the 37-yard line. Give him 3, set up a 2nd and 7.
And Jeremiah Aaron, he was the one that dropped that swing pass a couple plays ago, but he's been a nice surprise for this Dakota offense. Talking with Coach Bauer, he's been a dark horse. He's only a sophomore. He's got great skills, a very athletic kid. Right there, he gets another chance, gets a couple yards there in between the tackles.
Hey, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, if you're injured, get the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-STAN. Love their bandwagon commercials. Boy, is that entertaining. And oh, so true. 2nd and 7 now for Dakota. Going to keep it on the ground. No. Coming near side, Jaden Ford with the keeper up past the 35. Fumble. Recovered by Dakota. Or excuse me, Eisenhower coming the other way. There's a convoy. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Connor Temple.
This Eisenhower defense is hard hitting, and that's where it comes in as an advantage. Big fumble return. Connor Temple, both sides of the ball. Love to see it.
Yeah. We'll have to see who made this hit, but boy, Jaden Ford went in that hole, and he did not come out the same right there. That ball got on the ground. Connor Temple hopped on it, and it was a race to the finish line right there. We'll have to check the replay on that one.
Yeah, he had a bevy of guys with him as well. Point after, forthcoming. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 21.9 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter, the home crowd is delirious right now as they have a 14-0 lead. Here you go, Grant.
Yeah, here we go. First hit there is by number 10. That's Pettypool. And then the ball's on the ground, and it's, hey, first come, first serve. Connor Temple's the first to the party, and then he just turns into an offensive kick return right here. He gets a convoy. Good block there by Bryce Hurley, and boy, is Utica out here dancing early.
Boy, take a look at that crowd. It is packed here. Great to see the cheerleaders and the student section adorned in pink. Great atmosphere out here. No doubt about that. Hey, Friday night in this state is special. Make no mistake about that. Hasn't always been. But it is growing by the year, and the MHSAA is producing some fantastic athletes as well. One is to my left. I just made him blush, but a young man by the name of Grant Perry who went to play at the University of Michigan.
Thanks, Sean.
Chris Wright and I collectively have done nothing, but at least Grant went to go play at the University of Michigan. 21.9 seconds remaining here in this 1st quarter. I'm going to hand it off to Chris. I'm looking forward to it, Chris. Hearing from you, a team that you're familiar with, and this is not a spot that Dakota is familiar with. Finding themselves in the hole and looking to get a little something going. Let's see if they can do it. Bobble kick, picked up at the 7. To the 10, to the 15, hit from behind and brought down shy of the 20. So they got their work cut out for them as they take over this drive at about the 19-yard line.
Now, that's the 2nd time on a kickoff that Dakota has either fumbled the ball or just kind of let it bounce. So we'll have to see how that's going to play out the rest of this game. They got to get that in check.
Yeah, and something else to keep in mind too is, Dakota is known right now, Brady Hamby, he's going to run that football. Damari Malone's going to run that football. But what do you do when you're down 14? What do you do when you have to kind of start racing the clock? I want to see, and my question's answered. Brady Hamby's going to step in at quarterback. Jaden Ford fumbled that last rep. I want to see how long Brady Hamby gets the reins, and will that change their success here on offense?
Yeah, they're bringing it in tight. Hamby talks to his tight end. Certainly looks like a running situation here with 16.9 seconds remaining. Hamby going to keep it. Hole up the middle. That closed quickly, but Hamby finds his way out to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 in what should be the last play of this first quarter. Indeed, it is. What a quarter it was for the home team. A 16-yard, a touchdown reception from their quarterback, a long fumble return as well. And the home team has a 14-0 lead here on the State Champs Network, Shelby TV, and Local 4 Plus. Of course, Patty Cesarini down on the field. Let's check in with Patty. Patty?
Hey, thanks, guys. You mentioned it in the open. This game tonight is for a MAC Red championship. If Dakota wins, they'll win the title outright. If Eisenhower wins, the two teams will share the title. But for Coach Bauer and the Cougars, he said every week is a MAC Red championship for us. Their team mantra this year, chasing perfection. And it came about because both the junior and senior classes went undefeated in each of their freshman and JV seasons. And this is now their first time together as a group to go for it again. And for Coach Smith and his team, he comes into this game and he says you can't approach each game as winning and losing. It's more of a test. You did your homework all week long, and now Friday's your test, and they've got a big one here tonight. Back to you guys.
Patty, we are all over the stadium here tonight. We're going to take a break before we get to the second quarter. Eisenhower up 14-0. We'll be right back with more football action.
It's missing a piece. Is that missing a piece?
Is someone eating that back there? You can make me another pizza?
I always have places. It's a horrible statistic. Troubling. Should be 0.
Hungry Howie's Pizza's making me cry.
I know from experience, a football team is like a family. You trust each other, you support each other, you rely on each other. That's how it is in life, especially when you've been hurt in an accident. You don't call just anyone. You turn to family for help when you're injured. You turn to the Bernsteins. You can trust them like family, and they'll treat you like family. They're Michigan's first family of law for a reason. Get the Bernstein advantage. After all, we're all family around here.
Unlock peak performance with Reaction Technologies, the ultimate training tool for athletes. Our patented product enhances performance by building muscle memory and reinforcing proper technique. With real-time feedback from coaches, players can quickly adjust and perfect their skills. Designed for athletes at all levels, Heads Up Trainer integrates seamlessly with existing training tools. Elevate your skills and performance with Reaction Technologies, where precision meets performance. Coming soon.
Up here in the booth, alongside Sean Malik and Grant Perry. My name's Chris Wright. State Champs, Local 4 Plus, Shelby TV. Great to have everybody here. We got a packed house here at Swinehart Field. Dakota, 2nd and 7 here from their own 22-yard line. In the shotgun, he's going to run it up the middle. He'll get down to maybe the 25-yard line, bring up another 3rd down.
Yeah, and you can see Dakota here, after the first 2 starts where they haven't got the results they wanted, that last drive, Jaden Ford fumbles, they kind of transitioned to their bread and butter here, which is Brady Hamby leading the helm, trying to get that run game going, because if they get that run game going, it's going to open up some perimeter things. Wouldn't be surprised if you see Elijah Goins get going here on maybe a jet sweep, or Damari Malone try to incorporate some horizontal run game along with the vertical attack through the tackles.
They're down and 4. Little shift. This is a direct snap to Malone running up the right side. He's going to get a first down and more down to the 35-yard line. They'll say he stepped out around the 37-yard line. Big first down for the Cougars.
Yeah, fun little little shift right there. They got Damari Malone there alongside Brady Hamby in the backfield. Brady Hamby's a line behind center. He steps over behind the right guard. Damari Malone steps behind center, then takes the snap, kind of catches the defense on their toes. They go outside zone to the right side there, and Damari Malone, you can see the speed and the power. He just put it on the edge and picked up that first down right there.
1st and 10, Hamby in the shotgun.
How about that vision by Malone? You could tell he knew, okay, I got to get there, and he got there.
Yep.
Dakota needed a little something.
Hamby takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself running up the middle. He gets to the defensive line. Maybe 2 yards on that play.
Up the middle for a couple.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get back to what they did on the first drive. The first drive, it was 10-yard run, 10-yard run. It kept going back and forth. And then when they got to the red zone, that's when they stalled out. I want to see them get back to what they know here. Run between the tackles, run behind your big guy, Justin Bell, the right tackle committed to Michigan State. Get him involved. Damari Malone looks good running the football as well, so keep getting him involved and try to get some blockers at the point of attack, see if they can get a mismatch, get one of these guys to burst through the hole free.
2nd down and 8. Hamby takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself again up the middle. He'll get to the 44-yard line. Another 3rd down coming up for the Cougars.
Nothing fancy here, Grant. Nothing fancy here in any way, shape, or form. Before we get your thoughts, let's throw it down to Giovanni.
That we found between these two teams is positive senior leadership on the O-line. For Eisenhower, that's thanks to Mike Zadula, who Coach Smith says is the big, fun guy on the O-line. And for Dakota, it's Nick Battaglia, who was always offering the helping hand, telling everyone that it's going to be okay after they make their mistakes, to keep the vibes going on both teams. So sometimes all you need is just a pat on the back. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Giovanni. 3rd down. It's a handoff on a jet sweep. That's Elijah Goins, the sophomore. He'll get enough for a first down to the 48-yard line.
And there they go. They see our first jet sweep action there, trying to get your speedster, Elijah Goins, who, fun fact, was the first freshman ever in this Dakota football program history to start as a freshman on that varsity team. Coach has nothing but great things to say about him. His future's really bright. He's only a sophomore. They get him involved there on the run game. A little jet sweep action, trying to get the defense on their toes, trying to make them have to figure out what they're trying to do, trying to switch up the run game looks.
1st down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Hamby in the shotgun. Man in motion. He's going to keep it himself, though, up the middle. And that's a gain of about 5 on the play.
Hey, nothing fancy here, Grant. It reminds you of Ronnie Brown back in the day when he brought the Wildcat into the National Football League.
Yeah, it does. The old Wildcat with the Miami Dolphins. They're just going to try to do what they do best here, trying to get their players in space, run between the tackles. They already had some mishaps, trying to run the ball with their quarterback, who's primarily a passer. So they said, let's get down to what we know. Let's try to get this game back into our hands. Let's get the Utica offense off the field. Let's get them cold. Let's try to get this offense moving. And like you said, something simple, just in between the tackles. That's their bread and butter. And don't be surprised if one of these ends up squirting.
Hamby in the shotgun. He's got Malone on his right. He'll put a man in motion. Takes the snap up the middle again. It's a keeper. He'll get down to the 44 and keep moving. The pile keeps moving down to the 41-yard line. And that's enough for another first down.
We just talked about Nick Battaglia there, at the break. Giovanni there talked about him, and he just had a great pull. Watch this left tackle here, just pull right 55. Can't see him. Little bad angle there on the camera, but you can't see him. He had a great block. 2-year starter, Nick is, and 6'3", all-region last year. Had a great kick-out block, allowing them to pick up that first down.
Dakota moving the ball down with a little bit easier than they had in the first quarter.
Boy, Burnside with a big hit to Hamby towards the end of that play, and he didn't flinch. That is one tough kid.
It's a snap, direct snap to Malone. Running up the right side, another big hit. Down to the 39-yard line, maybe 38-yard line.
And that's not his first big hit. That's 30. The Philip Reggio, he's #1 in tackles on this Utica defense with 52, and he definitely leads the team in hardest hits tonight. I mean, that's, to my calculations, that's his third absolute boom. And if you're Dakota, you got to be aware of him. Try to get a lineman blocked on him because he is causing havoc.
That's a helmet sticker hit. It really is. I mean, you give that young man, wait, give him a nest on the back of the Eagles? Put a nest on the back of that helmet?
Malone moves over to the right side of Hamby in the shotgun. Now he moves back to the left. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself up the middle again. And he'll get down to the 33-yard line. They'll say that's enough for another first down.
And you'll see it right here, the replay, just, hey, mano-y-mano, big boy ball. We got Damari Malone, Michigan State commit, #10 leading the way behind the Ferris State commit, Brady Hamby there. And you see what Dakota's going to do. They said, you know what, we tried something in the first quarter. We tried to spread them out, try to play cute. Now we're going to play ugly. We're going to get in between the tackles. We're going to make the defense shift to what we're doing, take away their game plan, and we're going to implement ours.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line of Eisenhower. Man in motion. He gets the ball. That's Jeremiah Aaron. He'll get down to the 28-yard line, they'll say. Gain of 4 on that play.
They're doing a good job. I mean, they're picking up 3-4 yards of carry, and that's all you need. And, to my math, if you pick up 4 yards of carry each play, you're going to end up in the end zone eventually. And they're doing a good job. They're cooling down this Utica offense. They're letting them sit on the sidelines. They're getting their offense in rhythm. They're doing a good job.
Why don't we throw it down to Patty down on the field? Patty, what do you got?
Spot on when you said that Coach Bauer had nothing but great things to say about Elijah Goyen. I asked him, why was he the first freshman to start on varsity?
Dakota.
He said you can see it right away when we had it in the summer. You could tell he had it vector. Very, very athletic, and he's also very smart. He has the ability to learn and understand extremely quickly, and that's what Coach likes about him the most. He said, when you tell him something once, he's got it right away. Total package, right, guys?
Great stuff, Patty. Really appreciate you and Giovanni down on the field. We see the kid cam down on the field as well, standing just outside that Eagles huddle. Hey, you know what? Maybe it wasn't a bad idea, fellas, for them to get a little break. They have been on the field this entire second quarter in a drive that I'm sure is wearing on them. Hey, State Champ Sports Network is giving you the power to showcase your passion. You can now submit your own videos and be a part of our coverage. We want to feature your perspective on our network. Learn more at statechampsnetwork.com/fanvision.
See what Dakota comes with out of their timeout. 5:57 to go here in the first half. Cougars currently down 14-0 to Eisenhower. Hamby takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Goins. Running up the right side. Still free down to the 15, the 10. And he's finally brought down about the 8-yard line. But a big run there from Goins.
And you see what Utica's, they've transitioned into a 5-4, a 4-4 defense, which means that the corners are going to have to play ball. Right there, Jimmy McGuire, #3, he's got to set the edge right there. Elijah Goins just gets right inside of him and then gets downfield for a huge gain, setting them up for a touchdown, setting up in the red zone. So got to set the edge at the corners. Looks like there's a flag on the play as well.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
Oh, that's a dagger, especially when you see that flag. Fellas, I didn't see it. Way out there at the 28-yard line. So instead of a 1st and goal from the 8, they're going to be moved all the way back to the 37-yard line. 38.
And that hurts because, I mean, right now they've had some good success. They were getting the ball moving forward, and now they have to transition back to Jaden Ford at quarterback, trying to spread it out. Going back to what didn't work here early on, see if they can pick up some of these yards again. But this puts them in a situation they do not want to be in.
First penalty of the game is a holding call against the Cougars. Hamby in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff. Pass is caught. That's Jack Aronowski. And he'll get down to the 28-yard line. So bring up a 3rd down and medium.
You'll see the replay here. Good job of just finding a pass, a completion that the quarterback can build some confidence off. And then, Aronowski does a good job of fighting around that cornerback, getting some good yards, making this a third down and very manageable for this offense.
Fellas, I thought Burnside had the beat on that. I really did. He took the outside lane. Unfortunately, couldn't get those feet, but that's just what the doctor ordered, turning that second and long into a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Cougars 3 for 4 on 3rd down today. Jaden Ford back in the backfield. It's a pass to Goins. Trying to find some room and can't get it. Immediately, beautiful tackle from number 3, Jimmy McGuire, making up for that last play. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that was a great play. Jimmy McGuire, you'll see here, you see that ball, you're going to trigger, right? You missed the tackle on Goins earlier in the drive, but then what do? Now you come up, you make a great hit, you get a speedy, skilled player, go ahead and take his legs from him so he can't run. Great tackle there by Jimmy McGuire, the senior quarterback, number 3.
Well, they attempted a 40-yard field goal earlier. They're going for it here. This would be about a 45-yarder, so they're going for it, fellas.
4th down and 7, and we're going to get an Eisenhower timeout.
Timeout. Eisenhower. Let's just charge timeout of the half.
Hey, when you are looking for the tools that will turn your curiosity to magic, look no further than Lawrence Technological University. Go to ltu.edu for more information. Lawrence Technological University, be curious, make magic.
A big play for both sides coming up. 4:04 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And Grant, what kind of play are we thinking for the Cougars?
Yeah, that's a good question. You're about 4th down and 7 here. They got Jaden Ford in the game, going to anticipate some type of pass, maybe a screen, maybe a receiver screen, trying to get one of these speedsters in space, allow him to work through the zone. I'm going to say it's going to be a pass play, looking for 5 yards downfield, let the receiver pick up the rest.
Jaden Ford in the shotgun, puts a man in motion. That's Aaron. Looking to throw down the middle, and it is over the head, just out of reach of his intended target, number 80, Ryan Petrovich.
And you know what? They said, hey, 4th down and 7, let's go and try to get the whole thing here. They go and try to attack the end zone. They get an open guy. Petrovich has a step on, Jimmy McGuire out there, but Jaden Ford just couldn't find the proper angle to put that ball on him, and that's tough right there. And Jaden Ford's going to want that throwback, but Utica Eisenhower, how about their play so far? I mean, keeping Dakota out of the end zone. Dakota coming in this game 6-0. Utica Eisenhower coming off a loss. It's a good matchup here.
That is a double win for Ike as far as I'm concerned, because you know what? Dakota took 8+ minutes off the board as well and didn't get any points out of it.
Well, it's Eisenhower's first chance in the 2nd quarter. That's Bullock takes the snap. It's a reverse. Running the other way, trying to find some room. And he'll get down to the 34-yard line. That was Brody Kelsey.
You'll see it here. Really good job by Damari Malone and Elijah Goins staying home. They look like it's going to be a run to the left. But as a defense, as a defender, you can't cut and go chase that ball till you see declare across the line of scrimmage. They stay home. Ball comes back to them. They rally for the tackle for a short gain.
Bullock in the shotgun. He's got Bryce Hurley in the backfield with him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Looking over the defense, might want to change the play here.
Arnez Sanders, number 3, looking like he might trap or blitz in the boundary of the cornerback position.
Bullock takes the snap, quick throw to the left. Big hit. Braylon Burnside with the catch, but a huge hit laid from Dylan Bealshees.
And Jack Bullock looked to the right, saw Arnez Sanders stepping inside, says, I'm going to go away from that. Comes back to the left side, but they're doing the same exact thing over there. It's trap coverage, so that cornerback just steps inside and waits for anything flat to come to him. And when you get a flat route just like that, oh boy, do you lick your lips. Dylan Bealshees sees it coming and just unloads on that rib cage right there. Good catch, way to bring it in, but for a short gain, defense was ready. Good call there by Dakota.
Hey, props to Burnside for holding on to that, too, because my ribs hurt looking at that on replay.
Yeah, there's some big hits out here tonight. You can tell that there is a conference championship on the line.
Bullock in the shotgun.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He'll take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, looking to throw over the middle. Pass is caught. Burnside again, down to the 48-yard line. Another first down for Eisenhower.
We're going to talk about some pocket presence, staying in there, waiting for the receiver to come into your picture. That's called trust. That's developed in the offseason and then grown throughout the season. Right here, you see Jack Bullock standing in the pocket, patient, not worried. Throws a beautiful, I call that a 2-ball, right over the linebacker's head, just enough so it doesn't get to the safety. Really good job by Burnside, crossing face, getting to a friendly angle and catching that. The 2-year starter, Braylon Burnside, the junior, with a good catch there on back-to-back plays.
He's had a busy night playing on both sides of the ball as well, and kids showing no fear out there. Big third down reception.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Bullock in the shotgun. He's got Hurley on his left. Clock is rolling. Bullock takes the snap, looking to throw. Great protection. He's going to just throw this one over the head of Hurley. 2nd down coming up.
A lot of people see a throwaway. You'll see a guy making a throw out of bounds. I see a guy making a great decision. Pocket collapsing. Got to know where to get rid of the ball, even when no one's open. Understanding where your nearest target is. Doesn't see it. He looks right, doesn't like it, comes back left. It's covered. Just throws it right over Bryce Hurley's head. Really good decision.
Hey, the Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more info.
Eisenhower.
Eagles take their 2nd timeout of the half. 1:19 to go. They're currently at their own 48-yard line, so a little bit of distance to go. Now we've seen just a couple extra points, so we don't know how far the a respectable distance is for this kicker, but they are definitely looking for points here in this last minute.
Yeah, 1 timeout left. You got about a minute left. First down's going to stop that clock for a couple minutes, or sorry, a couple seconds. You got to get to the ball. That clock's starting again. I'd expect here Bryce Hurley to get involved in the pass game.
Hey, the Salvation Army has teamed up with the State Champs Sports Network. Help support the Salvation Army by volunteering for the annual Red Kettle campaign. Go to registertoring.com to sign up as an individual or a group.
Coming out of the timeout, Bullock in the shotgun. Hurley to his right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 10. Bullock fakes the handoff to Hurley. He's going to throw this one deep. Connor Temple's double covered it off his fingertips. Unbelievable that he even had a shot at that.
That's trust. That's all that is saying. Hey, I know my guy's 6'2", 6'3". I'm going to throw it up right there, but that thing was double covered. A.J. Biddle, number 2, sitting in the middle of the field. I mean, as a quarterback coach, you're sitting there like, oh, I told him don't throw it if he sees that one high safety over top. But he trusts his receiver and puts it right on his hands. Number 2, A.J. Biddle loses it in the sky. Risky play, almost really paid off right there. But Dakota's rushing 3 guys. Jack Bullock has all day to throw right now. I think they're just trying to play coverage, keep everything in front of them, not allow any big plays. But that one almost stuck behind him.
What an effort by Temple. I'm with you. I didn't think there was a snowball's chance in Hades he'd get there, and he nearly came down with it.
Yeah, doesn't surprise you. He's a 4-year starter. I mean, you can see it in his play.
Eagles 3 for 3 on 3rd down so far. Bullock in the shotgun. 1:12 to go here in this first half. Bullock takes the snap, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it down to the 45, 40, 35, and he steps out of bounds at about the 34-yard line, but a big first down run from Jack Bullock.
Really good run right there. Seeing the pressure, they end up adding Damari Malone to the rush, making it a 4-down rush. They get around the pocket, though, and a quarterback that has skill, has poise, is going to step up and then out. Would like to see 2 hands on the ball, but nonetheless, he steps up. Jack Bullock that is, steps up and then runs around, makes a good play there, picking up a first down here with 1:04 left in this second quarter.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 from there. Clock is stopped at 1:04. Bullock has Hurley in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff to Hurley. Big block from Hurley. He's looking downfield, and he's going to throw this one out of bounds. Another great decision from Jack Bullock.
Yeah, good decision, good throwaway. Understanding that you're already here in almost in the fringe of the red zone. You take a sack, you're putting yourself in out of contention for even a field goal there. But good job seeing the pressure. They end up bringing a blitz, which flushes Jack Bullock out to the right. Doesn't see anyone open, just throws it away. Another good post-snap decision, not losing yards, stopping the clock. Wise play so far out of Jack Bullock, the senior quarterback.
Kind of an underrated move by Hurley there, throwing his body in harm's way to avoid what surely would have been a sack as well.
Yeah, and that was Hamby coming through. I mean, that's sacrifice, throwing your body into Hamby.
Bullock standing at the 40 in the shotgun. Taking his time, he'll take the snap. He's going to look to throw. This time he's going to get caught in the backfield. Two Cougars meet him at the 40. It's a sack for Dakota.
And number 95.
They end up bringing 5 that time, and they get back to the quarterback that time, not giving Jack Bullock anywhere to go, nowhere to even throw the ball away. They're running deep developing routes. Jack's got to have some anticipation and some time back there to make a throw. Right there, doesn't get any time, and that Dakota defense comes through with a much-needed sack.
We'll give a half sack to Tyler Torrey and Aiden Lindsay. Clock is moving. 22 seconds to go. Third down and very long from the 40-yard line.
Let's see if they take a crack here. One last play of the game.
Bullock throw down the sideline, intended for Connor Temple, but it'll drop incomplete with 12 and a half seconds to go.
Now you just punt it away, right? You're safe, kick it out of the end zone, do what you have to do, right, Grant?
Yeah. Don't let Dakota here come away with any late second quarter magic. Keep the momentum on your side going into half on your home field.
They are in punt formation. He'll get a sky-high kick. Fair catch signaled. Still in Beetle Shees at the 10-yard line. We'll say the 9-yard line. Dakota with 6.4 seconds to go.
So, Coach Perry, what do you do here? Do you just take a knee and live to fight the second half, or do you try a little something deep in the shadow of your own end zone?
It's either a knee or it's, hey, Brady Hamby, if you break one here, go ahead and run all the way, go score. But I don't expect him to throw it. Don't expect them to do anything fancy. They're backed up. Honestly, just expect probably a knee here.
Looks like they're going to do that. Jaden Ford under center. And he'll take the snap and take a knee. Well, going into halftime, the Eagles with a 14-0 lead over the Dakota Cougars. Shock is an understatement.
Why don't we throw it down on the field? Patty standing by with Coach. Patty?
Hey, thanks, guys. Coach, your offense got off to an extremely hot start, and your defense comes up big in the second quarter, making a big stop when Dakota had a lot of time with the ball. How do you keep the momentum going into the second half?
Our kids are ready. It's a championship game. Our kids have been waiting all week. They're waiting all their whole life for this game, so they're going to be ready for this second half. We're going to come out and try to do the same kind of stuff.
What do you like out of your quarterback, Jack Bullock, right now and the way he's leading this offense?
He's just a great leader, and he's calm under pressure, and he's just making the right decisions right now.
All right, thanks for the time, Coach.
All right, thank you.
And stay tuned. We're sending it to the studio over here to give you an update on our Anvil and Mr. Football Awards.
Let's talk about getting you the money you deserve after an accident. There's a lot at stake when you've been injured, and choosing the wrong team for your case could be devastating to your recovery. But you don't have to play this game alone. That's why you should call SAM. They've been fighting and winning for families like yours forever, and they've recovered billions of dollars for injured clients. When you're hurt, there's too much on the line. Get the Bernstein advantage and get what you deserve. Call SAM.
Gardner White saves you more thanks to our biggest discount ever. An inflation-busting 31.3% off our already low prices. All living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, now 31.3% off. Reclining furniture, that's right, an extra 31.3% off. Plus, no interest with payments as low as $9 a month with free same-day delivery. You'll overpay if you go anywhere else. Shop today and save more at Gardner White.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
My name is Dan, and I have dealt with family heating and cooling for 20 years plus. As property manager, I use family heating and cooling because they're honest, they're on time, and fair priced. I would definitely recommend family heating and cooling for their services.
Family is not just our name, it's the way we do business.
My father chose the name Family Heating because he wanted our company to treat everyone like family. Contact us today for your heating, cooling, and electrical needs, and you'll see the difference family makes.
It's missing a piece. Is that missing a piece?
Someone eating this back there? You can make me another pizza?
Why is there only 7 places? It's a horrible statistic. Troubling.
Should be 0.
Hungry Howie's Pizza's making me cry.
What's up, Michigan? Welcome back inside the State Champs Sports Network studios. You know what time it is. Time for another update in the State Champs Mr. Football competition. Lauren Plant, Sean Belesian here, and of course, Hungry Howie's here. All October, it is Love, Hope, and Pizza. What does that mean? Every time you buy a pie, you make a donation to help out for the Breast Cancer Foundation. They're going to make a donation on your behalf for that. So do that, and you're going to do a good thing. And you know what's a good thing? The Roseville football team this season. They are having a good season. This is a team that has a lot of high hopes, and they have got an athlete on their team that is not only making waves in the state, but in our competition.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Give this guy some love and give him a serious look. That is Desmond Stroughton. He's one of those do-everything guys. You hear the term athlete a lot. I'm glad you brought it up. That is what describes this guy. Kick returner, safety, running back, doing a little bit of everything right now for the Panthers. There's a reason why they're 4-2. He's a big reason for it. Got a big game coming up as well against Lance Cruz this week. So continue to build that resume. The 6-foot, 195-pounder taking his talents to Illinois. Really looking forward to seeing what this guy in Roseville can do the rest of the season and what this guy can do at the next level as well.
Absolutely. Scoring a lot of touchdowns from the running back position. Probably will be in the defensive backfield for Illinois come college. That's where they have him slated. But again, a guy that can do a little bit of everything. And I will say, I will give shout out to the Panther community. They have supported him via the vote. He actually has a well over 600 votes at this point. And you know what? I think these shout outs are making a little bit of difference because I have seen the vote totals rise and rise precipitously. You know what you do? You go to statechampsnetwork.com, and we can't emphasize enough how important it is.
That's where you guys come in. Absolutely. If you're watching this right now, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, man. Continue watching. Don't get me wrong, but you can get on your computer right now and make your voice be heard. Yeah. Lauren, we say it all the time. Listen, you're the leading vote getter. You're automatically in the Final Four. Boom. Just like that. That's the power that you have out there.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens in Roseville the rest of the way. I like their schedule at the end of the season. Taking on Romeo and West Bloomfield. Feel they have a chance to really make some noise heading into the playoffs. We'll see if they can get by maybe De La Salles or whoever will be in their path come the run to Ford Field. But good luck, Panthers. Again, vote, 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 and we'll see you next week.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sonnebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Hi everybody and welcome into the State Champs studio alongside Ren McCauley. I'm Patty Cesarini and we are going to talk about our Player of the Year list. The list itself is going to stay the same for this week, but we want to highlight an outside hitter from Grosse Pointe South High School, Gabby DeVita. Ren, she's averaging 5.4 kills per set, hitting .409. What about her makes her so effective in the front row?
Honestly, as an outside hitter, hitting .409 is pretty insane. You only see those numbers from middle blockers usually. So that is making her a huge impact for her team. Secondly, she's only a junior. She's one of 2 juniors on our Player of the Year list this year, which is also just exciting to see what she's going to do next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And her strong shot is cross court, but she has the ability to hit down the line, mix in some off speed as well. How important is it to have multiple tools in your toolbox?
Especially as an outside, if you can only hit one thing, usually it's really hard to get points because you get almost every single set out there. So it's important to be able to have every single shot to mix it up.
And she's committed to Nebraska.
Yeah.
Big powerhouse for volleyball. I mean, what about her game and the style of volleyball that she plays that you're seeing is going to set her apart when she gets to the next level in a couple of years?
Honestly, just the way she plays, her aggressiveness, her passion, her, ability to mix up shots, like you said, that's what's going to help her in 2 years at Nebraska.
Yeah, for sure, especially with the amount of competition that they have at that school. It's going to be fun to watch her play there.
Yep.
Don't forget, you can cast your votes for Gabby DeVita and other Player of the Year candidates, and you can do so by visiting statechampsnetwork.com.
All right, guys, welcome back for another episode of our Burning On, our heated headlines, whatever you want to call it. Scott Bernstein, Lauren Plant, and Scott has always got something that he can opine about. This week, we're going to cater to the Downriver fans out there. So in the Downriver football situation now, we have 3 undefeated teams. We have Romulus Summit Academy, we have Allen Park, and then we also have a team, and we're showing some small school love today.
D8 powerhouse Riverview Gabriel Richard.
Right, and Riverview Gabriel Richard, a team, of course, we celebrate here for their hockey prowess on the State Champs Network.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Best team downriver all day. All day.
But football-wise, quietly have been building
the last decade.
Really, and the last couple of years, the only team really standing in their way, Ottawa Lakes Whiteford. Well, Whiteford is now in D7. What does that say for the Pioneers?
Well, Pioneers 6-0 right now, coming off a trip to the Final Four last year. It was their first trip that deep in the playoffs in school history. Downriver, Uptown Funk. Well, I call this Downriver Funk because that's what you get in the triplets or the big 3, if you will. It all starts with the running back, linebacker, senior captain, Joe Calhoun. He's going to Air Force. Joe the Show. This guy is a workhorse on both sides of the ball. At quarterback, Nick Sobush, all-state point guard on the basketball floor, and he just gives out those sugar dimes like he's Patrick Mahomes for a D8 MHSA squad, and he's throwing the ball to Derek Lesko, who looks, like a CD Lamb. So we got a lot of talent in Downriver in D8, and I this is a team that seems like it's a team of destiny. And Calhoun, Sobush, and Lesko are it appears, are the 3 horsemen, not 4 horsemen. They're the 3 horsemen to take this team to the next level.
All right. So when you say next level, what are you predicting?
I mean, this team's probably going to most likely win the Catholic League again. And, this team has a great shot to be sitting there in Thanksgiving weekend at Ford Field hoisting a state championship trophy. I mean, I'm not going to make the bold prediction that it's, locked in stone, but, it's not a big jump here. And it's great to see what a small school like that, who's always been around, has always been pesky, has always been feisty, but has never really been this level of championship caliber. And now they've reached it, and guys like Calhoun, Sobush, and Lesko are really amped to take it to the next level, and I think they can.
So we'll see what happens. That's this week's Burning On.
It's missing a piece. Is that missing a piece?
Is someone eating this back there? You can make me another pizza?
I always have places. It's a horrible statistic. Troubling.
Should be 0.
Hungry Howie's Pizza's making me cry.
What's up, Michigan? Welcome back to another update in the State Champs Anvil Award. This is the quest to find out who is going to be the top lineman in the state of Michigan. Offensive, defensive, you call it. This is the guy who will help pick it. His name is Ronald Talley, and he has a great pedigree. And he's from Detroit, and he played in big-time college programs and in the NFL. And we always appreciate you being here every week. Have you been enjoying this?
Oh, this has been a pleasure. You know, what you get to see is good teams, great ball players, and you get to see the trenches, the meanest men in the state of Michigan. And you get to see them put their hands on people and move men around like it's nothing. So it's such a pleasure to watch, right? And then you couple that with looking at great team play throughout the state. It's getting more competitive. You're going into October. The season is changing. Football season has arrived.
Yes.
And so we get to see who goes to that next level.
You wish we had this award around when you were playing at Renaissance.
Oh my God! I would have loved to have been in the top 10. I would have loved to have had the internet,
yes,
like we
yeah,
have
oh,
it now.
Right, that's true.
You know, that would have been a great deal too.
Yourself, sir. No, but I hear you. All right, we only have one junior in this top 10 because we're always so loaded with linemen in the state of Michigan. But there is a junior who made his way. He is a 4-star recruit. He is 6'4", weighs about 275, a huge wingspan. His name is Gregory Patrick, plays for Portage Northern. What do you think about it?
Oh, yeah. Well, when you see Gregory Patrick, what you see is, first of all right, what I hear is that he's a 3-sport athlete, right?
That's right.
And very, very long wingspan. But when you look at him, you see a big fella. You see no back fat. You see fluid movement. You know, you see somebody that can bend their hips and knees in the three-point stance and somebody that uses their hands very well. Sticky hands. Not a holding kind of guy, but a guy that's athletic enough where he can stay in front of you. And a guy that's mean enough, to be honest, he may be the meanest guy when you press play on film. He might be the meanest one out of all of the top 10 so far. So this guy can really climb up to the next level, and he wants to put you in the ground.
Right.
I mean, rubber pellets in your face. His hands have great placement, and he's very accurate.
Right, no question about it. And he's got currently 23 offers that he's fielding. He has a top 9. I'll speak him here. Michigan State, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Penn State, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Alabama, Michigan, and Notre Dame.
Wow. There we go. Go Irish, right? Yeah. So you know, whenever you look at a guy like this and you see that he has all the athleticism and great movement, you're always interested to see what's the next step for him in high school next year. Yeah. And so this year, what we see, according to his film, is that he can climb to the second level. You know, he has great hips where he'll be running and flipping his hips at the same time. Now, that may sound small, but that's a big deal for a big fella. And he's 270 with these long arms. Yeah. He's nowhere near done filling out and nowhere near reaching his maximum athletic ability. This guy is very nasty, not dirty, but very nasty, all right, in his mind and athletic enough to move with the best of them anywhere.
Yeah, class of 2026, according to 24/7 Sports, number 2 prospect, only behind Corey Sadler from Cass Tech, and he is also the 18th ranked offensive tackle in the nation. His father was an offensive lineman at Michigan State. Well, so and he's made several visits, so we'll see if the Spartans will get another. But again, he's going to be going to a big-time program. His Huskies are 4-2. Big game this week against Portage Central. This is a rivalry, true rivalry. It seems like every year they swap victories. So it's going to be a big week for Portage Northern. Now, when it comes to the voting in the race, I don't even have to describe it. He doesn't have any. He has 2 votes. Portage Northern, let's go for your guy, Gregory Patrick. This is not a senior competition. If you are the best player in the state at your position, we will give you the Anvil Award. Gregory Patrick could earn that.
He could very well earn it. All right, Portage Northern, again, all right, this is a young guy that's probably the most special offensive lineman in the junior class. Not because of rankings, but because he's earned it. He's earned it, all right? And then you see a guy who paves the way. This is a guy, when you watch film, you know, and I say it's 4th and 1, we're running the ball behind Gregory Patrick, period. Right. End of story, no discussion, and I'm assuming that we're getting that 1 yard. We may get 4 because his guy may be 5 yards down the field.
Go to statechampsnetwork.com. Click on the SC Awards tab. Go to the Anvil page and vote for your guy. Let's bring his stock up, and perhaps he will make it into the Final Four when that time comes. That's it for this week. We'll see you next week.
My name is Dan, and I have dealt with family heating and cooling for 20 years plus. As property manager, I use family heating and cooling because they're honest, they're on time, and fair priced. I would definitely recommend family heating and cooling for their services.
Family is not just our name, it's the way we do business.
My father chose the name Family Heating because he wanted our company to treat everyone like family. Contact us today for your heating, cooling, and electrical needs, and you'll see the difference family makes.
With eyes raised above what is, there is a view of what could be. Beyond all known horizons are visions of an unformed future, brimming with curiosity that can change everything. When looking for the technology and tools that will turn your curiosity into magic, look no further. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
I know from experience, a football team is like a family. You trust each other, you support each other, you rely on each other. That's how it is in life, especially when you've been hurt in an accident. You don't call just anyone. You turn to family for help when you're injured. You turn to the Bernsteins. You can trust them like family, and they'll treat you like family. They're Michigan's first family of law for a reason. Get the Bernstein advantage. After all, we're all family around here.
And welcome back in. Boy, what a shot there, huh? I call October the greatest month of all. I'm not ashamed to say that, and I'll tell you what, no place you'd rather be on a Friday night than a beautiful setting such as this. Right across the street from Utica High School, Utica Eisenhower, Macomb, Dakota getting together. Let's take a look at some of these first half highlights, fellas.
Yeah, Jack Bullock right there with a great throw to Connor Temple to get the game started. Really hyped them up. And here's a little trickery to get the score on the board. Burnside to Bullock. Didn't see that one coming, neither did Dakota defense. Here you got the other side, Damari Malone running the ball hard. He was a bright spot for this team in the first half. And then you got Jason Ford throwing the ball as well. But another storyline is the hitting. These guys are playing physical today. You can tell that there's a MAC Red championship on the line here tonight.
For the Cougars, a lot of missteps. We had a missed field goal. We had a fumble. Now, both teams, there you see, both teams have a turnover. Dakota got an interception. Eisenhower a fumble. That was a fumble return for a touchdown from Connor Temple. So Eisenhower with that 14-0 lead has been able, there's that fumble, as I said. Eisenhower, this defense has been able to keep Dakota off the scoreboard. Big, big plays.
I thought what was huge was that time-consuming drive that Dakota had in the second quarter, where I don't have the official stats. Let's say it was about 8 minutes, and they came away with nothing. I mean, that is victory Ike all the way, Grant.
Yeah, nothing to show for it. They had a great drive going. Looks like they were going to build some momentum, really eat that clock away, get back on the scoreboard, and just couldn't get down. And let's take it to our third member, fourth member, fifth member of the team, Giovanni, on the sideline now.
Thanks, guys. I just had a conversation with Dakota's assistant coach, Matt Carley, about his feelings on the first half, and the first thing he told me was they have to limit the turnovers, and they also have to settle down on defense and let his offense have an opportunity to be in a good position to succeed, and hopefully that would be the keys to help turn around this game for the Cougars in the second half. Back to you guys.
Is it just me, or does Giovanni have the best hair in the league? I mean, that dude, man.
Only the best at Shelby TV.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, shout out to our friends from Shelby TV, Nick Monticelli, a great group of people. There's that hair. Much love to you, too. Much love to you. Really appreciate our friends from Shelby doing this collaboration. Of course, we appreciate all of you watching us on Local 4 and inviting us into your phones, your computers, whatever the case may be, all across the State Champs Network. Second half about to commence, a minute and 45 seconds away. All right, I'm gonna put you both on the spot. Let's start with you. You're the hometown guy. If you're Utica Eisenhower, what are you telling the boys right now down on the near side of the field?
Play your game. That's all you have to do. This Eisenhower offense has been able to spread the Dakota defense out. They haven't even gotten Bryce Hurley on the scorecard much. So just play your game. Let's get 2 more quarters. We can get another MAC Red championship.
All right, Coach Perry, you're across the field. You're the visitors. You're down 14-0. What are you telling the boys?
First off, we're getting this ball to start the half. We got to go down and make a statement. We got to switch the tempo. We got to step into the driver's seat, and we got to go score. First off, we got to get on the board. We have to give our team some momentum, some energy. And then on defense, man, we got to get a stop. We got to play physical at the corner position, not allow these receivers to pick up those third downs that keep our defense on the field. And we got to steal the possession again. We had a turnover. Dylan Beidelshees had an interception, but let's get a couple more. Let's steal some possessions, own that clock, and score more than they do.
So about 30 seconds away from the start of this second half. I have to say it again. I thought Braylon Burnside had a very active first half in all facets of the game, whether it be throwing a touchdown, some big receptions, some big plays on the defensive side of the ball. That's a good-looking junior on that hometown team wearing the #1 jersey in blue.
Yeah, he came out and played well. I mean, it just shocked us all through the first touchdown pass of the game. Would not have had that on my bingo card, but heard nothing but good things about Braylon Burnside, junior, but he's playing at an extremely high level. Really adds a good slot presence in the passing game, but also then comes in, starts at corner as a junior as well. It's a lot of responsibility for a young player, and he's handling it very well.
Well, as Grant Perry just was talking about, Dakota is going to receive this second half. My name is Sean Belegian. Chris Wright, of course, from Shelby TV, up here with us as well. So glad that you're taking time on a Friday night. Another beautiful night, man. Knock on wood, this continues. I have a feeling it'll be 7 degrees and freezing snow soon, so we're going to enjoy this while we can. Make no mistake about that. A lot of times, if you want to flip the script on a game, it starts with a big special team play. Let's see if Dakota gets that opportunity here. This kick is going to go well into the end zone, and they're not going to get that opportunity, so they're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to be interested to see if they run the Hamby offense.
Yeah, and that's going to come down to how they're feeling, right? They're going to have to run the plays that they can find success in, but at the same time, you have to keep in mind you're down 2 scores. And my kind of question is, we've seen Utica throw the ball. We know that they can move the ball fast and get it downfield, pick up some big chunk plays. Can Dakota do that here in the second half when it matters, when the pressure's on?
Well, we're waiting to see who comes out there to start this second half. Let's see, is that Jaden Ford back there? It is indeed, wearing the #7. The senior quarterback, make no mistake about it, you're going to see a heavy dose of #8 as well. Brady Hamby. As a matter of fact, he's going to line up on Ford's left hip. I think they're going to say put 1 second on the clock. They are indeed. 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. Hamby is mentioned on the left hip of senior quarterback Jaden Ford. Jaden Ford looks to his right, looks to his left, sends a man in motion, 1st and 10. Fakes a handoff to Hamby, swings it out, make a cut at the 20, another at the 25, takes a big hit, but very close to a 1st down. Let's see where they mark him. I think he's going to be about 1.5 yards short.
Check out the replay here. They just get Elijah Goins in a little RPO. They see that the read's there. He throws it out to his shifty sophomore receiver. Elijah Goins picks up some good yards. And I think that's going to have to be somewhat of the game plan, right? Fake it inside, get those linebackers, those DNs to really suck in, and let's try to beat them horizontally with speed. And right there, good first play to come out of the second half.
2nd and 1, 1 receiver on the far side, 2 on the near side. Another man in motion is Goins. Going to keep this one on the ground and tackled for a loss. Hamby didn't have a chance. One of those interior linemen shot in. I want to make sure I get that correctly. I believe that was 46, Joey Mixa.
Yes, it was. He's, Coach talking with Coach this week. He said that Joey Mixa is one of our, if not the most disruptive D linemen. He's, first in TFLs on the team with 5, and go ahead and add another one right there.
Dakota 3 for 5 on 3rd down in that first half.
Big 3rd and 2 here. Shotgun formation, keeper all the way. Ford tries to follow his blockers. I think a nice 2nd surge, and he's out past the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
On that big 8-minute drive in the 2nd quarter, as you said, they ran it up the middle really well. And so far, they've been able to get about a couple yards, enough for a 1st down. Let's see if they continue to do that.
I want to correct myself. That was Hamby. Hamby with the direct snap. Ford is out there, but that was Hamby that took that direct snap. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down up to the 31-yard line. Hamby stays out there on the right hip of the quarterback, Jaden Ford, with 2 receivers split far side. 10:05 to go here, 14-0 Ike. Back to pass, Ford wants it all, up the middle, got a man out there, just out of the outstretched hand again of Ryan Petrovich.
And again, Ryan Petrovich, we saw in that first half, he had an opportunity to score. The ball just is a little bit too far out there, and got to credit Joey Mixa again. Look at Joey Mixa getting in that backfield, applying pressure. Jaden Ford has to get rid of it, throws a nice ball, beautiful spiral. Look at that thing come down, and Ryan Petrovich just couldn't get under it in time. And those are the plays we're going to have to see Dakota have to make if they want to stay in this game and move these chains.
Chris, they've had some open guys downfield, just haven't been able to connect it.
And that starts at the defensive line. Great pressure, like you said. Joey Mixa 1 step away from a sack, but he just had to get that ball away. He did have a step on Connor Temple, so let's see if they try to go back to that.
2nd and 10 from their own 31. Goins in motion. Ford back to pass. Trying to set up that screen. A lot of real estate. Cut at the 35. 1st down past the 42. Up to the 43-yard line. Good read there by the OC, using the defense aggressiveness against him, Grant.
Yeah, really good job. They run a twist up front. D-line thinks they're going to get home. Looks like it's going to be a sack. Jaden Ford has great patience. Just drops that thing right behind the D-line, right to their trusty noble steed, Brady Hamby, and he just picks up the 1st down right there. And that's a guy you don't want to tackle in open space. He's going to try to lower that shoulder and pick up extra yards after contact. He does just that and picks up the 1st down.
Clock running, 9:25 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Dakota's got some work to do. They trail 14-0 here at Ike. Ford shotgun formation, going to keep it on the ground. Big hit right at the line of scrimmage, going nowhere was Jeremiah Aaron.
Number 22, tackle number 52 out there.
Another great pressure here from the Eisenhower defensive line. Coming from behind is number 58, Gabe Longthorne.
And you know, if you're Ike right now, you're loving this. Sure, churn more time off the clock. No problem at all. 8:40 to go here, 3rd quarter. Goins on the jet. Can't get to the edge, and he's going to be tackled for a loss back at the 38-yard line.
And guess who? Mr. Joey Mixa, talking with Coach again this week, said, hey, who's your most disruptive D lineman? He said number 46. He's not going to be the tallest guy. He's not the biggest guy, but he's got speed. He's got a big heart. And you can see it right here. Look at him work through the blocks. Textbook tackle right on that near hip. Brings him right to the ground. Joey Mixa is playing with some energy. You can tell he's charging up this defense, setting them up here a 3rd and very long, right where they want to be versus the Dakota offense.
3rd and 13. Let's see what they dial up here. Jeremiah Aaron stays in the backfield. 2 receivers split near side. Back to pass. Ford over the middle. Wide open. First down and more. Inside the 20 and brought down at the 15-yard line. Damari Malone making another big play.
That's what you want to see. The answer was, can they find ways to create explosive plays, keep the ball moving, move the chains? Right there, they turn to their Michigan State commit tight end / linebacker, Damari Malone. Damari Malone's a big target over the middle. It's hard to miss him. They connect, picks up a big first down, puts him right in the red zone.
But Chris, they needed a little something to get her going. That first down maybe gives them a little momentum right now.
Malone able to find the gap in that defense too. They sat in zone coverage, 4 defenders in a big bubble, and there's Damari Malone.
Clock running, 7:10 to go here, 3rd quarter. Ike up 14-0, but Dakota threatens. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This is blown up though. Not a chance. That is going to be a big old loss all the way back to the 31-yard line.
And that's Marco Fidel right there. Just comes through the line of scrimmage. Talk about playing in the opponent's backfield. Watch this right here. It's going to be a little reverse. Quarterback's got some good footwork. It's designed well. But that's the 2nd time they've ran it, and Marco Fidel is all over it, ready for the tackle right there on Elijah Goins.
Jaden Ford had no idea what was behind him when he handed that ball off.
That is going to be a loss of almost 8. My goodness gracious. All the way back to the 32-yard line. So we'll call it 2nd and 18. 2 receivers split far side, 1 near side. Ford looking over that defense. Sends a man in motion, that's Goins. Gives it to Hamby though. Hamby, good cut. Makes another cut at the 25, close to the 20. Picks up some additional yards after first contact, down to about the 21. A very manageable, we'll call it 3rd and 6.
Got to give credit there to 56. Brendan Meehan did a great job of kicking out the first thing that showed and allowed the running back, Brady Hamby, just to cut right inside. And they've been taking a few steps forward, a couple steps back here in the red zone. They get back to right where they want to be, right in a manageable situation. 3rd down and 7. Let's see here. They're going to probably treat this as 2 downs. I'd expect some type of run here, pick up a couple yards. If they don't get the first down, stay on the field, trust your guys, put your power backs in there, Damari Malone or Brady Hamby.
Ford in at quarterback, Hamby on his left hip. Big 3rd down here, deep in Ike territory. Goins in motion again. Swings it out to Goins, but it's batted down. This Ike defense bends but doesn't break again. And Grant, to your point, now it's decision time.
It's decision time. And Mason Corn right there with a great deflection on that football, reading the play, seeing, hey, they've been running jet sweeps, they've been running bubbles when this guy goes in motion. Let me go ahead and just step outside, anticipate it. Great job of listening to the coaching right there. And like you said, Sean, they're sitting here 4th down and 7, not where they want to be. I would have liked to see them try to run that ball, pick up a few yards, and then make it a 4th down and 1, 2. Here they're fighting from territory they don't want to be in.
Huge 4th down here at the Ike 21-yard line. Dakota sends Goins in motion. Back to pass is Ford. Up top, completes it inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 8 for a Dakota first down. That time, they're able to connect with number 80, Ryan Petrovich.
Just a quick comeback route from Petrovich. I think that ball was thrown even before he made his cut. Take a look at this on replay. Just keeping your eyes downfield. 3-step drop. Great pitch and catch there for the Cougars.
1st and goal for Dakota at the Ike 8-yard line. Shotgun formation, Hamby, direct snap. He's hit the backfield. He breaks out of 1 tackle, plows his way up to about the 4-yard line. Boy, that kid is tough to bring down Grant Perry.
Yeah, he is. It's going to take 2 to 3 guys right there, especially when the game's on the line. Brady Hamby knows what's at stake here. He's fighting for a MAC Red championship. He's not going to let one guy tackle him. He's going to fall forward right there. You want to bring the party to Hamby because he's going to bring that hit to you.
2nd and goal. They're going to mark him down right about the 4-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised here if they go the Damari Malone shift. He gets an opportunity here to run this ball, kind of throw things off, the quarterback shift. System here.
Another time-consuming drive. Direct snap again, plunging into the end zone. Touchdown. Guess who? Hamby. And this time a near 8-minute drive ends up in the end zone for Dakota.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Cougars. Like you said, almost an 8-minute drive, though. That's when you're down 14 to nothing. That's not what you want to see.
And this time they come away with points. That's what they needed. And now their defense is going to have to step up in here, either steal possession or get this ball back so they can get back on the field and do the same thing, tie this ball game up.
Austin Aronowski on for the point after. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 4:13 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Mr. Hamby strikes again, and it's now a 14-7 game.
Here's the replay. Damari Malone leading the way. Look at the patience there by Hamby, just cutting off his blockers. And when Hamby smells that end zone, it's going to take a lot to keep him out of it. Does a good job fighting over that goal line, putting these Cougars in position here to take the, tie this game up next time they get the ball.
Hey, I want to talk about our friends at Alta Equipment. Alta Equipment Company knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment partners with the biggest names in construction. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Can't thank our friends at Alta enough for everything they do to support state champs and, of course, high school sports throughout this great state of Michigan. He's Chris Wright, this guy on my right. Grant Perry's on my left. We have a couple people down on the field. We have a crew of about 5,000 here. John Watson behind me keeps handing me those notes. And it's almost like, you know the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden? Remember how Eve tempted Adam with the apple? Well, he's playing the role of Eve. He's got this big box of candy next to me, and I'm trying to be good, but I know, much like Adam bit into that apple, I'm going to bite into that candy. I know that. Let's see what Ike does for an answer. Short kick taken inside the 5. Middle of the field, 15. Make a cut at the 20, trying to get outside, not going to get there. Good coverage by Dakota, and that's where this Ike offense will take over. Why don't we throw it down to Patty on the field? Patty?
Hey, thanks, guys. Coach Bauer said if you want to win a football game, then you want Brady Hamby on your team because he will do whatever it takes to win. I mean, look at him in that last drive, scoring that touchdown. And when you see him out on the field, no wristbands, no tape, no gloves. He is, quote-unquote, in Coach Bauer's words, a throwback player, goes out there and plays ball like it's the 1950s. Back to you guys.
Love it. Fantastic to watch. Make no mistake about that. So let's see what Ike does. 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line. High snap, but they settle it down. Tried the left side of the line, taking a big hit there. Bryce Hurley took a big hit there. Boy, what a lick. Was that 20?
Number 6,
Dominic Van Vleet, who put a big hit on him, but not before he picks up a gain of a couple.
That's a textbook tackle right there, coming in, helmet in the right place, shoulder in the right place. And we haven't seen Bryce Hurley really getting that open space yet. It looked like there might have been a crease there for him to get going, but Dominic Van Vleet there just shut it right down.
2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line. Bullock in the shotgun once again. Packing it in deep. Screams run. Bullock pulls it back. Going up top. Got a man out there. Overshot him. That's Connor Temple. He's had a night. And make no mistake about it, Chris, they've had a couple guys running downfield open as well.
That's right. That's probably the second or third time that Connor Temple has had a step on a defender. Just launches this ball. Like you said, pre-play looked very much like a run. I think just a step or two away from Connor Temple's outstretched hands.
Big third down here. 3rd and 8, 3:16 to go here in the third quarter. Bullock in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Let's see what they dial up here. Rushing 4, throwing, completing. What a catch at the 37-yard line. Braylon Burnside, you're having a night, my friend.
What a throw by Jack Bullock. Just trusting that your player is going to be in the right place at the right time. Throws it out there. And Braylon Burnside's not the tallest cat around on the field right now, but look at this ball perfectly thrown over the defender's head. And you can see the natural hands by Burnside. I mean, just a tremendous athlete. Goes up and catches that. Comes down with a great concentration by the junior.
Big first down here. What a conversion. Didn't want to hand the ball back to Dakota. Going to keep it on the ground. It's Burnside trying to get outside. Makes a cut to 40. Makes one man miss. Boy, look at him wiggle his way all the way to the 44-yard line.
It is senior night here at Swinehart Field, but the junior Braylon Burnside is making the plays tonight. You know, we say there's no days off of the Mac Red. Braylon Burnside showing it.
Hey, do you want to play college sports? Check out Lawrence Technological University. They have 20 varsity sport programs, including football. To learn more, visit ltuathletics.com. Shout out to Coach Merchant and the Blue Devils. 2nd and 4 here. It's Burnside again this time. Can't get to the outside. He's dragged down at about the 44-yard line. Should be just a no-gainer, setting up a huge 3rd and 4.
Brady Hamby here coming through the gap, playing Burnside perfectly inside hip. Not letting that speed get around the edge. Really good job. And I like the approach that Eisenhower's coming with right now. They're going to line up all their speed guys in the backfield, 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage, and they're just trying to run and beat you to the perimeter with their speed. Kind of mirroring Dakota's offense, right? Kind of slowing the tempo down, trying to eat some of this clock away as well. And now we see them step out to 3-by-1 here.
2 receivers outside, 1 inside. Bullock shotgun, barking out the signals.
We haven't seen Hurley catch a pass out of the backfield yet. Keep that in mind.
I was just thinking that. Hurley's going to stand and block. Now he's going to sneak out, pass over middle, incomplete. You can see Ike clamoring for a flag. No flag on the play. That is going to be a 4th down. So Dakota gets its stop. Family Heating and Cooling and Electrical Family. Not just the name of our company, but the way we do business. They were just over my house this week. Fantastic job. I can't thank them enough. Always doing work. Family. You know, you got to turn that heater on again, right? You got to make sure. You know, in Michigan, it seems like it flips in one day. Like one day it's 90 and you got to keep your air on, and the next day you got to turn the heat on.
I was going to say, game time temperature, 73 degrees. Nothing you see in October.
High booming punt. Taken and fumbled at the 16. Immediately tackled there. Chris, you brought it up earlier. They kind of struggled in that return game a couple times already.
That's got to be the 4th or 5th time that I've seen that happen. I mean, that's just looking up, cannot bring the ball in. If an Eisenhower defender, there you see number 3, Jimmy McGuire, just 1 step away from a big play.
Well, the good news is, if you're a Cougar, they get the ball back. Granted, it's all the way back at their own 14, but Grant Perry moving the ball hasn't been the issue. Finishing has been the issue, but they finally finished it on the drive here in the 3rd.
Yeah, they had that long drive here in the 2nd quarter where they didn't come away with anything. Come back in the 2nd half with the ball, had a nice long drive, went and scored. Set it up right now for the same situation. Let's see if they can go put this thing down in the end zone and tie it.
Looking over that defense, Ford sends a man in motion. Swings it out, again, reception made, out close to the 20-yard line, dragged down there. That's a gain of about 5 to number 5. Well, they're going to mark him up flush to the 20-yard line, give him 6, setting up a 2nd and 4. Exactly a minute to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Braylon Burnside with that tackle as well, just wrapping him up, textbook.
Burnside making a strong claim for player of the game, I might add. Shotgun formation, Ford's gonna keep it on the ground. Nice juke, first down and more, out past the 25. Finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Heck of a run there by Jeremiah Aaron.
Jeremiah Aaron getting the ball in his hands again, the young sophomore. Coach said he's a great athlete. You know, sky is the limit on potential right there, but you can see when he gets through that second, third level, you better wrap him up because he's got some speed and he can get around you.
Ford looking to that far sideline now. You can see players holding up those signs with a bunch of pictures on them. Two receivers far side, one near side. Waning moments of this third quarter. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Let's see. Hand it off again. Jeremiah hit, breaks out of a tackle, big push from behind. He's finally brought down up to about the 39-yard line, but another solid run by the sophomore running back, Jeremiah Aaron, and that is going to be the end of this third quarter. Don't you dare go anywhere. This has been a dandy so far, and it should be a fantastic fourth quarter as well. Your score after 3 quarters of play, Utica Eisenhower has a 14-7 lead on a beautiful night out here in Utica.
It's missing a piece. Is that missing a piece?
Is someone eating that spectrum? You can make me another pizza?
I always have places. It's a horrible statistic. Troubling.
Should be 0.
Hungry Howie's Pizza's making me cry.
At Alto Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alto Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Bogan, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alto Equipment services all makes and models, and their technicians are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Hey guys, in the first half, the student section behind me had a lot to cheer for Eisenhower, but now coming into the fourth quarter, it's within 1 score, and that student section for Dakota is getting louder and louder. With this game being tight for the MAC Red Championship, both sections are going to be doing vocal battle for the rest of this fourth quarter. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Giovanni. He is right. Coming into the fourth quarter, Eisenhower a 14-7 lead. It is a packed house here at Swinehart Field. Unbelievable atmosphere for Friday night. Dakota has the ball, second down and 2 to start this fourth quarter. Down 14-7, ball at the 39-yard line. Man in motion, that's points. Takes a snap, that's a handoff to Aarons up the middle. Get down to the 45, 46-yard line. First down for the Cougars.
Yep, chugging away. They might have found something here. They got Brady Hamby, kind of playing that H-back position, leading the way for Jeremiah Aaron. And Jeremiah Aaron, right now he's getting the most carries here in this fourth quarter, late third quarter, showing the way, getting those yards, picking up first downs, and led by Brady Hamby.
Boy, the sophomore runs hard, doesn't he?
He does. Woo. I mean, 5'6", 160, but I mean, it's taken 2 or 3 guys to tackle him.
Clock rolls, 11:30 to go. First and 10 from the 46-yard line of the Cougars. Ford takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. That's Hamby. Another big run down to the Eisenhower 46-yard line.
Granted, it's chunk yardage now. It seems like maybe, just maybe, they're starting to wear them down a little.
Yeah, it seems like Utica's starting to bend over a little bit, get a little tired here. You know, consistent run game throughout a whole game will tire you out, especially when the offense doesn't go score, kind of give you some momentum. Dakota's just saying, hey, we're going to grind your gears, you know, and make you tackle every play, and we're going to put in the speedster Jeremiah Aaron, and then we're going to put in Brady Hamby. Have fun with those guys.
2nd down and 2. And motion that's going. Ford takes the handoff to Hamby up the middle. And he's going to get down to the 38-yard line. Chris Smith is not happy, screaming at the sideline.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see here. You know, check out the replay here. I mean, they're dashing through the middle right here, led by Nick Battaglia there. You see the big 55 doing a great job, and then, I mean, look at Brady Hamby just rolling over guys. You know, just saying, hey, I'm not down. I'm still running. He's fighting hard. And I think, like you said, Sean, I mean, you can kind of tell right now Dakota's, you know, rolling this ball out there, playing with some fire, picking up some hard yards right now.
1st and 10 for Dakota. And motion, that's Aaron. Hamby gets the handoff up the middle, and he'll get down to the 27-yard line. Another 1st down run.
I mean, if you saw the line of scrimmage, I mean, from the center, the right guard, all the way to the left tackle, I mean, they just did what they wanted. Watch here. We'll see if you get a good shot of it. Watch this left side of the line. I mean, look at how much room before Brady Hamby is touched. Look at him just figure out where to go. Right now, Dakota is just doing what they want on offense.
Boy, 8 yards, 10 yards, 8 yards a pop.
Aaron in motion. Hamby gets the handoff, and they finally stop him up the middle. Only a gain of 1 on that one.
Yeah, interesting to see, you know, talking with Coach Smith this week, actually for Utica, asking, you know, what's your defense? What do you like to do? And they do a lot of things. They do 3 down fronts, 4 down fronts. And I'm thinking right now, you got to implement a 5 down, you know, try to cover the guards, cover the center, so that the inside runs aren't available. Get a little stuff here. And Dakota has had trouble in the red zone. Let's see if they can slow them up here, or if they're just going to keep pummeling down the middle.
Clock moving, just over 9 minutes to go. Goins in motion, gets a snap, and he's taken out of the backfield. Big number 52. That is Mike Dzula.
And that's their answer. Mike Dzula is mainly a right tackle for this offense. Play some nose tackle, play some defensive tackle, and they've been getting destroyed in the run game here this last drive. So when they bring in their trusty Steve, their captain, their big boy 52, and he shoots right through the gap. Sees Elijah Goins, tackles him for a loss right there.
This has got to be 4 down territory, right, fellas? At this juncture of the game.
3rd down and 15. Dakota 5 for 8 on 3rd down tonight. Takes the snap, looking downfield. He's going to throw it, and it's over the head. Incomplete, intended for number 10, Damari Malone.
Yeah, that one right there. I think, Chris, I think that was to Jack Aronowski on the left side. Brian Burnside there was in coverage. That was the same play, the timing around the comeback that they ran and had success going the other way. Right there, Burnside plays great coverage in the hip. Doesn't give any time or any room for Jaden Ford to fit that ball in there.
How about this? They're going to go for a 48-yard field goal.
48-yard field goal attempts coming up.
Tell you one thing, if there's any colleges here watching tonight, they're going to take notice if he hits this.
Aronowski.
Missed from 40 earlier.
Here comes the crowd. Kick is up. No good! Eisenhower defense bends, does not break, gets a missed field goal, and the game continues to be 14-7 for Ike.
Yeah, how about that play by Mike Dzula? They throw the big 52, the starting right tackle. They say, hey, Mike, we need to play on defense. They throw him in on the D-line. He goes and makes a tackle for loss from Elijah Goins. Dakota can't recover. He's forced to kick another field goal. They miss. And that's kind of been the story here. Dakota's struggling in the red zone.
Hey, we also want to thank our good friends at Hungry Howie's for all the work they have done fighting breast cancer through their Love, Hope, and Pizza campaign all October long. With every pizza sold, Hungry Howie's makes a contribution to the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
Bullock takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. Breaks a tackle down to the 35, 38-yard line. Big first down run for the Eagles.
Hurley's vision there, Grant. Just great vision.
Great vision. You see him just riding the wave, not trying to commit to his side, just saying, hey, I'm going to follow these guys, and when something shows, I'll burst.
That was 6, not 16. You were right.
Quarterback keeper, just a power read. He sees the defensive end take the read, so he keeps it. And just look at that, just following his guys. Good ball security, picking up a big first down there, moving them near midfield.
As you see the Eisenhower cheerleaders, this is a community event. We love to see it every Friday night. Hurley takes the snap, he's going to keep it. Looking for some room, and he gets pushed down to the 43-yard line, 42.5-yard line. Finally, Hurley's able to get some sustained runs here.
Yeah. I know a wise guy who once told me that he'll take 4 or 5 yards on a carry every time.
Every time. If you add that up, you're going to end in that end zone eventually. Permitted if you have enough time. But right now, Utica has the opportunity here to really just close this game out, really take all the time they want, kind of take a page out of Dakota's book, eat the clock away. If they can pick up these 4, 5, 10-yard runs, good luck, Dakota. This is tough here, especially with speed and Burnside, or excuse me, Hurley running the ball.
Under 7 minutes to go, 6:45 and ticking. Hurley in the Wildcat. We're going to get a timeout, Eisenhower.
And we got a timeout on the
A little bit of
field.
confusion
Timeout.
there with Hurley in the Wildcat quarterback.
That's their first charge timeout of the half. Timeout Eisenhower.
6:39 to go here in this fourth quarter. Eisenhower holding the 14-7 lead.
Yeah, I think that situation there is Damari Malone. Go ahead.
No, finish your thought.
Damari Malone's been coming off the edge. Burnside, excuse me, I keep saying Burnside. Hurley says, hey, come down, make sure he doesn't get off the edge. Coach says, we're just going to call a timeout here and fix it ourselves.
See what a polite guy Grant Perry is? It's amazing. The Construction Association of Michigan provides a vast array of resources, services, information, and training to our diverse membership in Michigan's construction industry. Go to buildwithcam.com for more info.
And I think when you look at this game, you look at Utica, you look at Dakota, and you say, oh, well, Utica's winning. They must have had a lot of success on offense. Not necessarily. I mean, they've had success. That first drive was a touchdown, but then they stole possession with the fumble 6, and they've only been in the red zone once. They've scored once. Dakota, they are 1 for 4 in the red zone. So that's kind of the difference here in this game today.
Second down and 5 for Eisenhower. Hurley takes the snap. Gonna run it, trying to find some room up the middle. He's met right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Here's Hurley trying to find a hole up the middle.
Well, the clock continues to run. You think to yourself, if you're Ike Grant, any kind of points right now would just be unbelievable, but you're still a good 25 yards away from 35 yards away from even thinking about that.
Yeah, your biggest concern right now is trying to pick up these 5 yards right here on third down, trying to keep your offense on the field. Got to go to your plays here that you like. I wouldn't be surprised if they, try to hit number 2 here. Keaton Duda on a little go route. He had success earlier on that first drive of the game.
Bullock in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hurley in the backfield with him. Calling out the defense. Low snap. He's going to hand it off to Hurley. Running up the middle. No, it's a fake. Bullock kept it himself. Let's see where they're going to put this. Are they going to call it a first down?
Flag on the play, too.
We've got a flag on the field down here around the 41.
A lot of misdirection there. I lost sight of that ball.
Yeah, we'll have to see where they give him the spot and see what the foul is, too.
Boy, that's in the area, Grant, of some kind of holding. I hate to play referee up here.
They're looking at Chris Smith, head coach. So it looks like it's going to be on Dakota here.
See what the official calls.
Holding on the defense, number 1. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. The yardage results in Eisenhower first down.
First down for Eisenhower.
And that penalty, I believe it's going to...
Off the holding call, the defensive holding call.
Result
that is a huge conversion.
Yep.
My goodness.
And what happened was Dakota in the boundary, they trapped it. So the corner plays low and flat. Safety has to take anything that comes vertical, man-on-man, essentially. Keaton Duda gets good pace, good tempo on the safety, Elijah Goings, and he's got no option but to hold there as he's about to run by him. A tough play there, and unfortunately it picks up a first down for him.
Clock is stopped at 5:38. Eisenhower enters the Cougars' side of the field. Hurley takes the snap, fakes it, trying to find some room, breaks the tackle in the backfield, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be spun down at about the 41 or 42-yard line.
I have a feeling this one's coming back, Brad.
Yep, I think they're going to get one of the receivers out there on holding.
And once again, another flag, this time right at midfield.
Good in the run. Holding on the offense, number 1. 10-yard penalty will be assessed from the previous spot. Replay first down.
The first penalty called against the Eagles is Braylon Burnside on a hold.
Usually when those guys put those hands up, that means they're guilty. I'll take it from experience.
First and 20 now for the Eagles. Clock will move. Just over 5 minutes to go. With a whistle and another timeout for the Eagles.
And we have a timeout.
Timeout
By the Eagles.
Eisenhower.
And
that's their second charge timeout of the half.
Hey, the Salvation Army has teamed up with the State Champs Sports Network. Help support the Salvation Army by volunteering for the annual Red Kettle campaign. Go to registertoring.com to sign up as an individual or a group. John Watson, maybe we can get a group of State Champs guys. I'd love to do that. That would give us an excuse for you to buy me some meat so I can smoke it on my smoker and feed you guys. Does that sound that's a win-win for everybody, right?
Hey, do I get it?
The truck's even jumping in going, yeah, we're in. Okay.
As long as the collaboration continues,
Yes,
State Champs
yes.
Shelby TV.
Oh, you guys are more than welcome.
All right, here we go. 5:14 to go in this fourth quarter. After that holding call, first and very long. Bullock on the options, going to toss it to Hurley, trying to find some room on the corner. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds right at midfield. Gets a big chunk of that back. It'll be second down and 13.
And Grant, I'm guessing Dakota doesn't mind that too much because he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm thinking, they try to go to the perimeter. They try to get the ball in their speedster's hands. And he's trying to capture that perimeter, but at the same time, you have to have a little knowledge of, hey, if I don't get it, let me just try to lower my shoulder inbounds, stay in bounds, let this clock run. Because that works as a timeout for the defense.
Bullock in the shotgun. Two receivers to his left, one to the right. Hurley on his left side. Bullock taking his time, he'll take the snap. Fake the handoff to Hurley, looking to throw down the middle. He's got a man, and it's good! First down, Eagles! Keaton Duda. Finally, the Eagles connect on a long pass and first down.
Keaton Duda, what a catch. Way to get that one-on-one coverage. Jack Bullock sees it right away. Eyes on Keaton Duda, and Keaton Duda only sees it. The safety doesn't relate. It's only the corner. He's got outside leverage. You want to throw that post route in the middle of the field where you got leverage. Keaton Duda is 6'2". You'll take that matchup all day. Great catch. He comes up a little slow. That was a big fall. He jumped up and went and got it. He'll be okay, but when you take those falls or those hits, the number one thing is catch the ball, right? You're going to take the hit. You're going to take the fall. Go ahead and help your team out. He did just that.
Any kind of points here, fellas, is just huge. Protect the ball at all costs if you're the home team.
It's going to be first and goal from the 7-yard line. Clock is ticking, 4:20 to go in this fourth quarter. Big Mac Red championship on the line. Bullock takes the snap, and we're going to get a flag. See a little movement on both sides of the line.
72, Claudio Milage right guard for Utica Eisenhower.
Good ball. Full start on the offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
We'll check it out here. Just watch the right guard, 72. He's just trying to beat the defense to the point of attack, and that happens. Don't want to go backwards down here, especially when the field goal is an option. If you go up 2 scores, but nonetheless, it's not the worst mistake in the world. Work on it, fix it, come back here with a good play.
Good to see Keaton Duda back on the field after making that big catch.
Gotta give a swag comment to Duda, man. Your gloves, the long sleeves, you look good, fella.
Clock moves, 3:50 to go. Bullock in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Hurley, keeps it himself, and he's going to get brought down at about the 15-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play.
On the keeper.
And they just go quarterback read there into the boundary. You'll see, but they're trapping the coverage into the boundary, meaning that cornerback just steps right up, looking for anything coming to his area or any run right to him. And Dylan Beidelshees, does a great job of stepping up, seeing the play coming to him, and reacting, not waiting for that ball to get to him.
Dakota has 3 timeouts left. My guess is if they run the ball here, they're going to use one at the end of this play and save the other 2 for when they get the ball back.
3 minutes to go. Clock rolling. 4th quarter. Eisenhower holding a 14-7 lead. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Hurley trying to find some room, and he's going to get hit in the backfield. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, Dakota not using that timeout. I think Ike's just fine with it right now.
As you see here, Bryce Hurley just trying to get to the edge, and Jacob Bajai, on that one, but comes up, tries to make the tackle there, and forces Hurley into the rest of the defense. Good job corralling the football. And if you're Utica, all you can do right now is keep the ball in your possession. If the field goal comes on the field, make it. Right now, don't force anything. You got to imagine they're going to run this ball here again.
2:10 to go, clock moving. Bullock standing at the sideline with Coach Smith.
Yeah, he's going to call a timeout. As soon as that play clock is down to 1, there it is.
2 minutes. 3rd timeout called by the Eagles.
And we got another timeout called by the Eagles.
All right, Coach Perry, you ready? What are you doing here?
First off, I'm going to go to my field goal kicker. I'm going to say, where do you like to kick the ball from? Do you like the right hash, right middle, left hash, left middle? And whatever answer he gives me, I'm going to set up a run. I'm going to get on the headset with my OC. I'm going to say, hey, let's go ahead, inside zone to the right. Let's get a lead blocker, get to our best ball carrier, the most secure ball carrier. Let's set up our field goal here, pick up 1, 2, 3 yards. If we score, even better. If not, set them up for the perfect position, kick this field goal, make it a 2-score game, go home, and share a title.
Chris, and is now Coach Perry said, in all likelihood, you put 3 on the board, chances are this game's over.
Well, the way that Dakota has moved the ball, they like running that clock down, taking their time on the drives. I don't know if they would be able to get a 2-minute drive, even if you don't get that score.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Their drives have taken a long time.
I'm going to knock on wood on that one, though. 3rd down and goal from the 15-yard line. Bullock in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Keaton Duda all the way to the left. Take the snap. They're looking to throw. Bullock's keeping himself, running it up the middle. 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Jack Bullock, 15-yard touchdown run. The Eagles take a 20-7 lead, 1:55 to go.
And if I were to tell you guys that Jack Bullock coming in tonight was going to catch the offensive touchdown and rush the only offensive touchdown, I think we all would have said, let's get Hurley in there maybe. Bullock has come through here late in the clutch. What a call. Quarterback design, run, trying to get everyone off their game. Wide open down the middle, touchdown.
Extra point kick is up, and it is good. This crowd has exploded. Capacity crowd here at Swinehart Field. Take a look at this one more time.
Yep, it's perfect. Jack Bullock steps back, looks off some defenders, sees the lane, and just goes and takes it. like we said, hey, a field goal would have been great. Touchdown even better. Why not? He saw the end zone and went and got it.
He wasn't even touched until the 4-yard line.
Oh, I mean, that thing spread open.
Yep, no doubt about that.
Nothing like the senior quarterback on senior night.
Well, you never forget that. No doubt about that.
And you see the Dakota student section headed towards the exits.
Graham, what did you do on your senior night?
That's a good question. I think we played, and then I think I went to a dinner with my family.
Hey, our next Game Time Live will be a big one. A rematch of the epic Division III regional final between Mason and Walled Lake Western. Mason won that one in overtime. Ryan Slocum will be on the call along with Grant and Kara Lyles. We'll have all the action for you next Friday, October 18th at 7 o'clock on State Champs, the YouTube channel, and Local 4 Plus. I'm sorry I'm going to miss you again, pal. I'm going to be in Munich doing as the Germans do in October.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Sean.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
Ready for the kick. It is away. And he'll come up to catch this one. Catches it cleanly at the 10-yard line. Trying to find a room up the middle, and it'll get brought down at the 28, 29-yard line. Let's go down to the field, talk to Patty.
Thanks, guys. Jack Bullock's dream was to be a quarterback at Eisenhower High School, and he sat behind four-year starter Preston Crum, but Coach Smith said he waited for his turn, and he took advantage of his opportunity, but it didn't come easy. That kid is an unbelievable worker. He worked his tail off, being the first one to meetings, practices, workouts, and even pushing his teammates to be better. He wanted everyone to know that the quarterback is working just as hard as everyone else, if not harder. And I mean, wow. I mean, how special is this tonight? And the way that he's come out, scoring 2 touchdowns. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Patty. Dakota comes out in a shotgun. Man in motion, that's Aaron. Looking to throw. Keeps his eyes downfield. Over the middle, pass is caught. That's Malone. And he'll get down at the 45-yard line of Eisenhower. First down.
Eisenhower, you just got to play deep, come up, make tackles, rally to the football. Don't let anything get behind you. Because right now, the best thing on your side is the time. Go ahead and use that to your advantage. Rally to the football. Make them catch it inbounds in front of you. Just don't let them get behind you.
Clock moves. 1 minute 30 to go. First and 10 for the Cougars. Puts man in motion. That's Malone. Ford looking to throw. They'll throw it left. Passes through the arm of Jeremiah Aaron.
Well, you knew there was no way this team was going to go quietly into the night. Even down 21-7, they're going to keep swinging. That's just what the Cougars do.
Yeah, that's what the Cougars do, and that's Coach Bauer, his mentality. He's been there forever. Since I've been alive, he's been a coach over there for the Dakota Cougars. And talking to him, he's got a fiery personality. He's not going to let these boys quit.
Second down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Late substitution for the Eagles. Ford looking to throw down the right side. Pass is caught. That is number 8, Brady Hamby.
Jaden Ford right here just waiting on his target there. Brady Hamby, good job, good timing. And Jimmy McGuire with the tackle there, keeping him inbounds. Good thing to do. Well, he might have got out, actually. I think he did get out of bounds there. Good job by Brady Hamby, stepping out. Good awareness.
They will say he did. Clock stop 1:13. Hamby in motion. Ford looking that way. He's going to run it himself up the middle. Started to slide, but he gets taken down.
Game Ford up the middle, tackled by number 10 for your Eagles.
Put a Pettypool, put a tattoo on him. My goodness.
It looks like the Cougars are going to call a timeout here.
And it appears we got a timeout.
Yeah, it's that no man's land. Do I slide? Do I try to man up? And usually those DBs, that's like fresh fish. They're ready to jump and get that.
Yeah, they are. When that quarterback's running around, that's a free treat there, and those defenders lick their chops trying to get a bite at that.
And guys, I think one thing that we do have to talk about for this game, just taking a look back, 2 missed field goals from the Cougars, a fumble deep in Eisenhower territory. A lot of mistakes that the Cougars made that kept Eisenhower to continue to build that lead.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head there. And you know, Dakota really just couldn't get into a rhythm. They had the first long drive where they didn't come through with any points. That really hurt. That was probably, you know, kind of frustrating the coaches and the players. Trying, hey, how do we get in the red zone and then score? They come back out second half. They have a great drive, 8-minute drive. They go down and score, but that might have been the kryptonite in itself, that 8-minute drive. They need to find a way to score fast, and right now they haven't found that explosive player that can get them touchdowns in a hurry.
1:07 to go here. Second down and 6. Ford takes a low snap, looking, getting caught up in the middle, and ball's loose on the ground, picked up. Are they going to say the Eagles got that?
The Eagles jumped on it, then it squirted loose, and then the Cougars, one of the linemen, picked up that garbage, and he ended up taking it 3 yards down the field.
Yeah, Nick Battaglia, number 55, is going to be the guy that ends up picking this up. That's every lineman's dream right there, an opportunity to run that football. You know, just obviously probably wish it was different circumstances, but in that case, good job by Nick Battaglia to get on that thing and keep the ball in their possession.
Well, because he didn't get the first down as well and stayed in the field of play, they had to use one more timeout, so only one timeout left with 54.8 seconds remaining, Grant, which leads to this. Maybe you take your shot at the end zone now.
Yeah, you got to try to take it, or you know, maybe a quick out if they're playing deep and off. Try to pick up that first down, give you 4 more tries. Yeah, but you got to start going towards the end zone, because then you got to incorporate. Well, if we do score, then we're gonna have a few seconds for the onside kick, and then some seconds for the Hail Mary opportunity. So your time's running out. You got to figure it out quick.
Well, they reset the clock to 57 seconds. Every second counts. I think right now Macomb, Dakota takes the 2.2.
Cougars come out 3rd and 3, 5 for 9 tonight. Ford takes the snap, looking to throw. Keeps his eyes downfield, and it's batted away.
Who else? Bryce Hurley did a great job there, and got to give him credit too. Didn't play through the receiver, didn't make any contact, saw where the ball was coming, played right around and got the hand in front. And that's what we call textbook teach tape. You'll see it right here. Watch Bryce Hurley, and you're going to have to wait till the late angle comes. Ball's coming on. It looks like the receiver has an opportunity, but Bryce Hurley plays right in front of Aronowski, does a great job of playing through the ball, not through the receiver.
4th down, last chance for the Cougars. Ford takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to throw it mid. That's enough for a first down to the 15-yard line. Another 4th down conversion here for the Cougars.
They're probably hurry up, spike it, get a play call they want in here.
Clock starts to roll. They'll spike it at about 44 seconds.
I think one of the coaches clamoring it should be at 48 seconds. About 45 seconds.
45 seconds is what they'll call it.
It looked about 44-9, to be honest with you.
You got a good eye for those.
Thank you.
Got a couple of those this year.
Well, you know, the one thing I can guarantee you is when you hear a coach clamoring, you immediately take 2 or 3 seconds off. That's one thing I can guarantee you.
Ford now in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to throw it for...
Wow.
That's a touchdown for the Cougars. That was Damari Malone, the Michigan State commit. Great catch from Malone and able to get him in the end zone.
Yeah, good play call here. They're going like a post with a wheel here. Damari Malone's going to be wheeling up the sideline. Cornerback takes the post. Safety, I think that's Bryce Hurley's got to relate to Malone. Malone uses that body. He's able to come down with it, keep his feet in bounds, and run through the end zone there. Good catch.
I thought for a split second, Grant, that was going to be picked off, too.
Yeah, it looked close. Good ball location put on his outside shoulder, gave him an opportunity.
Aronowski on to kick this extra point. It's up. And it's good. 40 seconds, 40.2 seconds to go. And the Cougars come in to 7 points.
Never say never. This thing isn't over. Right here, we're going to get an onside attempt. And these are things you work on here in practice. You get 10 minutes a day usually. You work on the end of game situations, whether it's Hail Mary, whether it's onside, whether it's onside return. So both of these teams are going to be put up to the test here. And right now, if Utica gets it, this game's going to be over. But if Dakota gets an opportunity here, 40 seconds left. They got an opportunity to chuck a couple balls downfield.
You were on the hands team, I'm sure,
Yep,
Grant?
yep.
What's going through your mind right now? Are you one of those guys saying, come on, kick it to me? Or are you like the guy in the water boy that's going, don't kick it at me?
It gets a little scary out there, knowing that the kickoff linesmen are going to come just take your head off. You got to be ready. You're looking for the bounce. You're trying to read it. Trying to be a middle infielder. If
Sure.
you will.
Well, here it is.
This ball is going to have to travel to the 50-yard line.
Boy, the Cougars will have their work cut out for them even if they do recover this. But it starts with this.
Well, we got a whistle. I think Coach Smith may have called a timeout before. Well, they're out of timeouts.
I think it's a false start. Dakota got off the line a little early.
I heard whistles.
Which now means they're going to have to move back 5 yards, and this makes it now a 15-yard onside kick, which then gives the onside returns a few more yards. Unless I might have misspoke there. Unless it still has to only go 10, I apologize.
They will call that false start.
Here we go. This could be the game.
It's a floater, and it's caught. Eagles grab it, and they're able to smother this ball. 39 seconds, but they're celebrating.
Bryce Hurley was the one to come up with that. Who else? Bryce Hurley, a guy that's been in the thick of things. Good job there by Bryce Hurley coming away with that game-ending onside recovery.
See Keaton Duda right there, right in your face.
These fans do not rush the field.
What a win here today
From headquarters,
for the home team.
rush the field at the end of the game.
Victory formation for the Eagles. Bullock under center. They'll take the snap and the knee. I believe that's going to be the last play of the game. They're going to line up at the 50-yard line. Handshakes for everybody, but the Eagles come out on top with a split of the MAC Red title and the tiebreaker.
What an exciting game here out in Utica. Just a beautiful night. And the home team finds a way to get her done with a big 21-14 win. Don't you go anywhere. We'll have some postgame for you on a beautiful Friday night out in Utica on the State Champs Network, Local 4 Plus, and Shelby TV.
Numbers are important.
Billions recovered for clients.
3 generations of lawyers.
50 years of fighting and winning.
And now for the most important number of them all, 1-800-CALL-SAM.
It's the number you call after an accident.
It's the number you call to get the Bernstein Advantage.
It's the best call you'll ever make.
And it's the only number you need to know.
If you've been injured, call Sam Bernstein Law.
Everyone knows our number.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Welcome back. Your final score tonight. Ike comes away with a 21-14 victory over Macomb, Dakota. Why don't we throw it down to Patty on the field? Patty?
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Our hero is Coach Smith. He's protecting me from this crazy student section right now. But, Coach, you guys are MAC Red champions. Can you describe what this one feels like, especially on a senior night?
It feels like that right there. Just turn around, those guys going crazy. It feels great. You know, all the hard work these guys have put in since November to get to this point, and then to be able to become MAC Red champs and call themselves champions, and keep that the rest of their lives.
Absolutely. And In the middle of that game, you moved Mike Zadula from the offensive line into the defensive line, picked up a huge stop, forced a negative play. How did that play alone change the game?
Well, we knew we had to use some of our big guys against them because they got a big physical offensive line. So we had a couple packages to bring some big guys in at times when we needed it. And Big Mike is 6'5", 315 pounds, and he gets a pretty good push in there.
And you told your guys that in the next 3 weeks here, you're getting ready for the playoffs. You're preparing. How did this game prepare you, knowing that you might see these guys again in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, we may see a lot of the teams that we've already played, so we know that. But we're just going to be we're going to celebrate this big win tonight.
Go enjoy this one, Coach. Thank you. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
Well, Coach Smith is a hero tonight. Let's be honest. I mean, poor Patty was about to be run down by a herd of students. And did you see Coach throw himself in harm's way? The man's a hero.
Listen, there's not a lot of better people than Coach Chris Smith. Being able to work with him every week, absolutely salt of the earth.
Coach Smith, definitely a hero. Why don't we throw it back down to Patty with one of our players of the game. Patty?
Jack, they just pulled you out of that craziness, that student section. What's going on in there? Can you describe it?
All that's going on is that we're Mac Red champs, baby. We came out here, we dominated, and I couldn't be more happy.
In your first touchdown, it was a receiving touchdown. The second one, you used your legs. Were you telling Coach that you wanted to get in the end zone tonight?
Yeah, coaches did a great job tonight. They drew up a lot of great plays for me. I was really just excited to go out there and perform. I'm glad I caught it. I was really nervous about it, so I'm glad I was able to get 7 there.
And this one was your senior night, and you guys are Mac Red champions. Can you describe what this one means and what this group of guys means to you?
Well, this means a lot. Coming off a tough loss last week, our whole mentality shifted. We didn't take any opponent lightly, and we just came out here and dominated. This is a great group of guys. Great group of guys, from scout team leaders to offensive leaders, defense, special teams, coaches, everybody. So this team means a lot, and I think we're going to go far. So,
well, go enjoy this one, Jack. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Penny.
Back to you guys.
How cool is that? I can't stress that enough. And Chris, we'll start with you. You've been here the whole way. Special group of guys, special coaching staff. That is quite the spectacle on the far sideline.
That, I can't understate it enough how special it is. Take a look at some of the highlights here. There is that touchdown catch from Bullock, from Burnside. Burnside's been all over the field all game long. And then the fumble, Connor Temple, the fumble recovery, able to run this one back 62 yards for another touchdown. And we talked about it in that fourth quarter. How many mistakes did this Dakota team, how many points did they leave on the field?
They left a lot. And you see here, Damari Malone trying to get them back into it. Brady Hamby in that second half, they had that 8-minute drive, about 7-minute drive that got them back into it. That was kind of their fall, their kryptonite, if you will, that long time of possessions. Here you see Burnside with a great catch, moving the sticks, and then you got Big Dazula, Big Mike, 6'5", 315 pounds, coming in, making the tackle for loss of the game. That set them up for success, and then back on offense, they went down and scored again there. Long ball to Keaton Duda, and then Jack Bullock does the rest of the work there. They go quarterback draw, everyone splits out, no one is responsible for the quarterback, they score, and then here comes Damari Malone again, trying to keep them in it. This was the tie, not the tie score, the 14-point score there to keep it back within one score.
And look at that moment. Isn't that great?
And this Eisenhower defense gives up 14 points a game, and that's exactly what they were able to keep the Eagles to. There's the senior quarterback, Jack Bullock, senior night, last game here, regular season game at Swinehart. Just love to see it.
Oh. Memories that'll last a lifetime. Final score tonight. Pike comes away with a 21-14 victory for everybody involved. My name is Sean Belegian saying thank you for joining us on the State Champs Network, Shelby TV, and Local 4+. Good night, everybody.
State Champs Sports Network is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Be curious, make magic. Visit ltu.edu today. State Champs Game Time Live is delivered by Hungry Howie's Pizza, home of the original flavored crust pizza. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by Reaction Technologies. Up your game. Go to reactiontechnologies.com for more information. The Construction Association of Michigan, the voice of the construction industry in Michigan. Alta Equipment, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider, proudly representing the industry's top brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time with Alta Equipment. The Salvation Army, Registered to Ring campaign. Support the annual Red Kettle campaign. Go to registertoring.com today. And the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.